Too bad that was off the air. Trey, you just walked in, so you missed most of it. We're watching this police beating on CNN, okay? And they've run it nonstop today. Right. And they're still running the snake going up that weatherman's leg. Look at JD, when you got the story? No. Any reason?
To be honest, I just saw the video right before we came on. I didn't know that it was been on there all day.
I saw it. I'm not sure. I think maybe I saw it last night.
I know. I saw it first thing this morning. Burger King bubble bath all day?
No, I don't have no concerns with that. So what do you watch during the day?
CNN.
It's been on CNN all day.
I really don't know how I missed it, other than I've seen a bubble bath story 100 times. And the little chick from China that sang.
Sang what?
The opening ceremonies at Beijing, the little girl was too ugly that really sang the song, so they got a cute little girl up in front of the video cameras too.
Is any part of the Olympics real?
I don't think so. And the other story's been running is the fireworks that they looped in.
I heard about that. I think that actually made the news yesterday, and we missed that. Now, their excuse was, we could have done it, but there would have been danger involved. Because you got the flyovers. Well, just jack the helicopters up a little bit higher.
Yeah. And they said,
these Olympic Games are damn.
One of their excuses was, well, we didn't know if the cameras would be able to pick up the fireworks. How about a couple nights before we shoot some up and see what they look like?
Yeah, at what point did you know you were going to have the Olympics? Yeah, plenty of time to test, plenty of time to see if it was going to show up on video. And why would it not show up on video at night?
It would certainly show up on video at night. The fireworks for the 2000, they were all over the world. Everybody had real fireworks. Nobody dubbed any in. And of all places, China. Don't they make most of them there?
Didn't they invent fireworks?
I believe so.
So now you have to go back and watch the Olympics and realize, play out in your head. All right, what else are they jacking with us?
That's just the ceremonies.
We don't know that.
I know Michael Phelps is kicking ass.
Okay, well, so at China, don't they have most of the gold medals?
Actually, we surpassed them today as far as the medal count.
All right, what is it like? We got 21 then?
I think we got 21 and they have 18.
We don't even know if they really got people swimming in the water.
You think it's CGI?
The whole thing could be CGI. It's not.
There's actually no Olympics going on. It's just all CGI.
I think there are Olympics going on, but I don't think any of the Chinese are in it.
Just we're adding people as it goes along. Why is that lane empty?
How would you do so well?
Why is that lane empty? It's not empty. Look at the camera.
That's actually genius. You find all the sports that need or require judges or officials, and you stick a nice monitor in front of them and say, don't watch this out here.
We don't need
this is it right here.
We get you in the weather and the smog. You should be in this room.
These games are damned.
Well, nothing bad's happening.
It'll go down in history, and all the results will be questioned because of those opening ceremonies.
Oh, please. The little girl. I mean, and you can see their point. Did you see the picture of the little girl that actually sang the song?
No.
Well, she didn't belong on camera.
They had one Chinese girl that they didn't think
could sing.
Was telegenic.
Yes. Yeah.
She's the one that could sing. They got some Chinese chick, the little girl.
Yes.
That was telegenic. They stuck her on and she lip synced.
Exactly.
Sneaky bastards.
They just said, the little girl, the one that really sang had crooked teeth. She wasn't cute, and she didn't have little pigtails.
She's a kid.
I know, but they wanted this to look perfect. They've shooshed people away. They've done everything in the world to try to make this look squeaky clean.
Well, if you were looking for something that was more wholesome, Pippi Longstockings. They're saying it.
Anyway, so those are the only two things I found out that are fake so far. But you're right.
Hold on. Line one. Yes, Rob.
Hey, boss man. You're talking about the fake stuff in the Olympics?
Yes.
Well, there's a report that the Chinese gymnast team, that the men are actually underage. They're only like 12 or 13-year-old kids, and that's under the minimum age for the Olympics.
When did that story come out?
It was on Yahoo service today, along with that article.
Was it actually
Grand Dragon was talking about?
Was it actually a story, or was somebody just blogging it?
It was pretty much a blog, just like the one about the girl being too ugly.
Oh.
was added into the same article.
The same what?
The same blog that was being done.
How do I get him to say it again?
I don't know.
What do you call the story when it shows up on Yahoo? What was it?
I do have a slight speech impediment, so I prefer not to.
Oh.
Say it.
No, don't think so. Bye.
Don't.
I didn't know there was a minimum age. So there have been some young kids in the Olympics.
Well, why even run the risk? Just CGI them, make sure they look 16, 17.
Because there's real people that go to these events.
It's CGI facial hair. Make him taller while you're at it.
What was this link you sent me, Dan?
It's the video on CNN from the police dash cam whooping ass video.
Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to play. Oh, wait a minute. Now I get to see a commercial first for almonds.
Don't you enjoy that?
Well, it's free video.
Nah.
CNN used to charge.
An extraordinary nut snack.
They're selling T-shirts now.
CNN.
Have you seen that?
Police in Palm Beach, Florida are releasing some startling video in a beating case. Take a look at this. It shows a suspect in handcuffs, punched in the face by one police officer, and then...
Now, technically, when they punch him and his head swings back around, is that resisting?
No.
Once he gets on the ground, he's kicked by two other officers. The West Palm Beach police...
Why do they do that and turn their dash cams on?
Yeah, this isn't like it got caught by a helicopter.
West Palm Beach, isn't that the same place that chick got tased?
It's close. But now, I also read where this guy had tried to pepper spray one of the officers earlier, and it spit at him, and that's kind of...
Well, but now he's already handcuffed. In this video, he's already been subdued. Now he's lying on the ground, and they're kicking at him. And then they walk off. Like one last kick. Don't you get up while I'm going.
Police chief says there's no doubt in her mind the officers used excessive force.
It's almost like they're kicking him there at the very end. Just back alive.
Appears to be.
Check his pulse. Nah, kick him.
To see this, actually happens, obviously I'm not pleased with it at all. We are held in.
Why, Jesus, do they do it on the dash cam?
That one is beyond me. Okay, it's bad enough when a helicopter catches it, or somebody gets it on a cell phone like they did in New York recently.
This won't let me rewind and go back and watch it. Maybe they'll show it again.
A much higher standard than anyone else.
One officer has since resigned, and the others are on administrative leave.
Not only is he cold cocking him, he's holding him up by the shirt so the guy don't fall down when he hits him.
I ain't bending over to hit him. You hold him up a little bit for me? This is a good spot.
That bastard fell down. All right. Foot time.
According to the arrest report, the suspect robbed a CVS...
And he's just a little scrawny white guy.
Thank God he wasn't black.
Why?
It would have been riots and everything else. Two white cops kicking a black guy down?
Yeah, both these...
Pharmacy back in May, he was armed with pepper spray and he was demanding prescription drugs.
Yeah, both these cops are
He is now
white.
on house arrest, charged with robbery with a...
And the third one in the back is watching.
Y'all need help, let me know. Whew. That looks exhausting.
Man, that crap's got to wear you out.
Weapon and aggravated assault on the officer.
And even though his civil rights have been violated,
yes,
there'll be no Sharpton, there'll be no Jesse Jackson, there'll be no outcry for humanity.
Of course not. Once the cops are done, this will be over. This won't be a news story tomorrow.
Anytime someone's beat for anybody to stand up for them, I think who is it? UCLA.
ACLU.
Yeah. A lot of times they'll step in.
Yes. But here, it's
and you can be any color for
ACLU.
For them.
Yeah, but here...
Sharpton, you got to be black.
One of the cops quit. The other two are fired. It's handled. I mean, what else can we do?
Well, there's still going to be you can still go back and file assault charges.
Well, against those individuals, but as far as the city goes, there can't be any rioting or any other issues because they're gone. The cops are gone. We fired them. That's it. It's over. They made a mistake.
But again, if the colors were different, it wouldn't have stopped with just the resigning and the termination.
Absolutely not. You're right. This would be going on and on and on. What does it say here? West Palm Beach released the video Monday. The guy, he did end up with broken jaw and bruised eyes. That's all.
It was on the hotline. Hold on. Who?
Mike Reno from Loverboy.
Okay. Take him off hold for a second.
All right. Hey, Mike.
What's he want?
He called to ask about what the station's frequency was.
Well, tell him.
I did.
What's he want now?
Figured to say hi.
Is he in town?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. Put him back. He just gets a little chatty.
You always hear buddies with him. You handle him very well.
Mr. Reno?
Hey, Russ. I, too, am looking for prescription medication. Do I have to beat somebody up to get it?
No, we could probably get you something from behind the counter.
How you doing, man?
Why? I know I should know because you and I emailed a few weeks ago. Why are you in town?
I'm over at the Crystal Cactus tomorrow night, or the glass cactus tomorrow night. We got the big show. And I just cruised into town a day early so I could get a jump on everything.
You going to come by?
I wouldn't mind coming by tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. Where are you right now?
I'm just over at the Gaylords where they got a stand.
You, what time is your show tomorrow night at the Glass Cactus?
We're on at 10, but we got to have a big, long rehearsal because we're going to be filming.
Why are you taping this?
Yeah, we're going to tape it. We're going to put together a new DVD for everybody.
Oh.
A bunch of new songs and just have a good old time.
Is this the first time you guys have played the Glass Cactus?
I've never played that. I'm looking forward to it. I heard it's great.
Yeah, it's almost overwhelming.
I've never been in there.
It's the stage looks like something as big as you'd see at Nokia.
Yep.
But it's more, and it's got a big audience section, but then it's got the bar in dual levels.
Any part of it look out over the lake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, both upstairs and downstairs outside on the backside.
It looks like you'd have to drive to Lake Travis to see something like that.
They spent $15 million on that building. It's gorgeous.
I'm going to go tomorrow night.
Well, I'm not giving them any more plugs. They won't let us play there.
Well, why?
I don't know.
They never come up with a reason?
I don't know. I just said we wanted someplace to play once a month. All we'd need is just the venue. We wouldn't charge anything, just something for the band. So just
set a practice, you do it there.
Right.
Make a show. They won't do that.
No.
Have they heard us play?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Maybe that's the reason they didn't call you back. I don't know. You want me to talk to them for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a word with the Glass Cactus.
And I forgot, you're going on what time tomorrow?
Well, at 10 o'clock, we're going to come up there. Guns at Bearless.
Tomorrow, Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, we'll come out. What time do you want to come up here tomorrow?
I'm just hoping I can get away on time. You're not on till 3, right?
Right.
Well, let me just check into it, because I heard they were having a big sound check for the filming. They want everybody to make sure we're there. And I don't usually go to sound checks, as you know.
I know. I've seen that not happen.
I might have to go to this one.
It was, we were at Cape Buffalo one New Year's Eve, and Mike was playing someplace locally. He stayed there till like 11:30, 11:40. He goes, well, I got to go.
Count that thing down the street.
What time did you guys go on? A half hour ago.
I know, okay for that one. When I was hanging with you.
Well, when you're the star and you've done it so many times, you can do that.
Well, but midnight's not a timeline that you can kind of shift back and forth.
We'll get there when we get there.
All right. Well, then swing on by tomorrow if you get a chance.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay, man. Look forward to it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Just a while back, you had a new DVD out? I mean, not DVD. I'm sorry, CD.
Year and a half?
Something like that.
Did you ever get a copy of any of it?
Yeah, I thought I played some of it on the air.
We play so many bands. Did we play it on the air?
Mm-hmm. I think we did.
Okay.
I totally spaced them coming to town.
Well, it's because it's midweek. You don't think of a rock concert.
Why would they book them midweek?
I don't know. I think they're having another act out there with them.
I don't care. They won't let us play there.
Well, maybe someday when we get better, maybe they've heard us. Maybe they do have, I don't know, standards.
Not all the songs we do are bad.
No, you're right, actually. It's actually
But if we cut the set list down to the ones where we were good, it wouldn't be worth setting up the equipment.
The show is fun, regardless of whether the singing is perfect.
Wow. For some reason, they have these audio standards.
Picky bastards. We played at the House of Blues, man.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, consider Nokia in the House of Blues. I think that gives you some cred.
Well, I still wanted some place for the band just to go once a month, because between gigs, we wouldn't have band practice. Then when you start back up again, you've forgotten how bad we were. So if you've got the stage presence and then you're doing something once a month, you don't get as crappy in between. And we're really good at that.
We did not get crappy this time.
We deteriorate exponentially.
I sit back in my office on Saturdays and do other stuff while you guys are playing. It sounds good, except for Stacy. It sounds great. Stacy can't sing. He knows it. He's kind of a show unto himself.
All right. How long before we need a break, Flo?
3.
Okay. Hang on, I have to ask Gavin something. Gavin.
Hey, what's up, Russ?
What are you doing?
Working.
Our ticket sales for Live 8 at where we playing?
Palladium.
Yeah.
Man, if I were these people, I'd get on the phone now.
How are ticket sales?
Any Ticketmaster location.
How are they?
.com.
Still slow?
Come on, let's sell this out.
Gavin, you almost always sell these events out or pretty close. Why you always stress over this leading up to it? You know, ticket sales with our listeners, they just don't buy things in advance. They're very fluid.
Well, I don't want them to pay double. I'm thinking of the listeners.
So it's what now, $10?
$10.53, yeah.
Got to get that change.
Yeah.
It's right before payday. Your ticket sales are going to jump, and then everybody else is going to walk up.
I certainly hope so. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, gee.
Did you get the extra $5,000 you owe me?
No, we made a deal that it was going to be $5,000.
I believe the contract that you have a copy of says 10, and I believe that contract is signed.
Yeah, but it wasn't initialed after the fact, meaning there was a change.
I initialed it.
Russ, you can't do that.
Did it go through legal? Did it go through legal, Russ, after you signed it? I mean, surely
after I signed it?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Okay, well then. I just wondered.
Now the $10,000 was post that.
I'll shut up now.
Yeah, we have to stick to the 5. This is a tight budgeted show.
Gavin, it's a tax deduction for the station every time since the money goes back into the Police Fire Foundation. You give me the extra $5,000.
I appreciate that. No, I'm glad to donate to the foundation. We're excited about the band playing. It's got to be 5.
We're booked on Saturday night.
No, you can't. You have a signed contract.
I was waiting for that. Where are we going to be? Do we know yet?
Durant Mega Bingo.
Ah, that's huge.
This place is nice. We had a lot of fun there on Sunday.
Yeah. Yo, you and Russ went there Sunday?
That and the Choctaw.
They let you smoke there.
You're a big draw.
With this band, you point out anything you can. We'll be playing here. You can smoke. You got my extra 5?
Don't do this. Don't say you're not playing. You're playing. People need to get tickets.
You got my cash?
I got $5,000. I've already paid you. What a great deal to get paid on a Tuesday for a Saturday show. That usually doesn't happen.
Well, then we're not gonna headline.
I want you to headline.
Jared from Bowling for Soup already said you're paying them more than us. They should headline. And if we are headlining, then you should pay us more.
Oh, God, no. $5,000. We agreed to $5,000.
Okay.
You're going to cause him to stroke out.
I'm about to. Is that final answer?
Yeah, I got no budget. I already put it in the budget for $5,000.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What is this?
Matter? Shut the door. Thank you.
What?
You know how hard I work, right?
Yeah.
What's this in Gavin's office? What? In Gavin's office?
What the hell is that?
You got my $5,000?
No.
Okay.
No.
When was this recorded?
Yeah, when was this recorded?
Well, after 3.
Uh-oh.
No.
I heard Gavin having a fit with somebody on the phone. And I went, grabbed the recorder. I was going to come back, and he was already off.
So you went in and did what?
He did nothing. We had a great conversation.
I let Gavin vent as a personal friend.
No! You can't do this!
And as that personal friend, you're not going to play it on the air for hundreds of thousands of people. Huh?
Permission denied.
Turn it off.
Yeah. All right, so we're in situations now where, for instance, I just missed a meeting. I know I missed a meeting.
I got the recorder actually taped to the back of my Coke can.
Very tricky.
That way I could set it on his desk.
And he'd never see it.
With who?
It was a programming meeting with Kurt. But, dude, I can't do this all the f***ing time. David's calling me into meetings left and right.
What's the matter, Trey?
Can you not hear Gavin screaming?
Not with you talking. No, I don't think I hear it. I heard that.
Yeah.
Did you want something, Gavin?
No, don't. That's not fair. That's blackmail, man.
Don't think of it as blackmail. Think of it as family spirit.
No.
You're going to give me $5,000.
Conversations between us are private.
Now you've been silly.
It's ridiculous. So it's just I'm so frustrated.
I think you got about 10 more seconds before we hit that point of no return.
No.
All right.
Because they want me over there all the time, then I come over here, and I have to be here all the time.
Well, they knew that was going to happen when they hire you for both stations. Who's one having the fit?
Well, David's having a fit. He says I'm not here enough. I'm here.
No. God.
You got a check for me?
God. I hate you, man.
Do you have my check?
Jesus.
Check.
Give me some time. I need time.
Does this get worse? The tape?
Yeah.
Did you hear Gavin screaming?
Well, I do, but I'm just wondering
time.
how much
This is
worse it
totally not
gets.
fair. This is not fair.
They play another couple of seconds.
No.
I'll tell you what. I'll get to that point. Then I'll hit the delay.
Okay.
That way Gavin still has an incentive to go get me my $5,000.
I mean, you really have
So I'll let you guys hear it.
whatever's coming.
Yeah.
All the time.
Ooh, hey.
Oh. Ow. Now, Gavin, that part didn't air.
Oh, God, no.
That is worth so much more than $5,000. Yeah. God almighty.
You may have undercut yourself on this one.
Now,
No.
let's negotiate.
No. You can't do this.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
No, wait.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Thinking.
David's in the building.
Is he?
Uh-huh.
Well, he still hadn't heard it. I hit the delay. Who wants to hear it again?
I would like that. Me.
Okay. Back it up.
It's ridiculous. So it's just I'm so frustrated because they want me over there all the time, then I come over here and I have to be here all the time.
Well, they knew that was going to happen when they hire you for both stations. Who's one having the fit?
Well, David's having a fit. He says I'm not here enough. I'm here all the time.
Now, once again, I've hit the delay. There'll be $2,500 per. You going to be able to give me my extra $5,000?
Russ, I don't know, man. I don't know where I can find that extra cash. I need some time. I just can't come up with
How much time?
I don't know.
Gavin, are you talking about getting it from the station? Because at this point,
I can get it from the station. I might have to write a check.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
How much time?
I need time, man. On the TV shows, when someone's kidnapped, they give them more time. I need time.
Should I get that?
They normally mean
with a ransom.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Kill somebody.
I got it. How much time do you need?
I don't know, man. I'm sweating. I don't know. I gotta look at my checkbook. I gotta look at the budget for the show.
All right.
No.
How much time do you need?
I don't know. I might need a few days.
Because we're friends. I give you 20 minutes.
Jesus! God!
We need a break? Yes. Okay.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Is that you? All right, go ahead, Daniel.
Okie dokie. Traffic brought to us by Don Davis Auto and also by Reliant Energy. Just a few problems to let you know about to start off today. In Carrollton, 35 northbound at Beltline Road, there's an accident on the right shoulder. And in Dallas, Loop 12 southbound after 35, there's an accident that's partially blocking the right lane and on the shoulder. That car is actually on the shoulder, facing the wrong way, and it's sticking out into the right lane. So keep your eye out for that. Stay to the left. And in North Richland Hills, 820 westbound after Roof Snow, that accident has been cleared, but traffic is still unwinding back to Holiday Lane. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thank you, Dan. Our out of the 100-degree range for a while. Should be 77 for the low, and then mid-90s to upper 90s the rest of the week. Maybe some rain for the weekend. 89 now at Live 105.3.
Well, it actually is a news story. Dan just sent me a link. They suspect a lot of the Chinese gymnasts are, what do they say, 13, 14? Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, in this story, they actually bring in a forensic scientist.
For what?
To examine the size of their heads.
All right, now you're making it up.
I swear to God. No, that's like they...
that is no head. It's a 16-year-old.
That's the head of a 16-year-old. Trust me. I can't do Chinese.
Is that the... let me look at the link.
It's an ABC News story, but it's on a Yahoo thing.
Gymnastics. But the size of the tiny girls continues to cast big questions over the Olympic competition. Right. Former U.S. coach Bella Caroli, who spent his life coaching gymnastics, commented the Chinese team isn't just small. Some of them still have their baby teeth.
The critics are saying that the Chinese may have made up the ages.
That is a news consultant talking now.
Last month, reporters found online documents from previous competition that listed the age of 3 of China's gymnasts.
I told you these games were damned.
No. This is a little bump in the road. This doesn't mean the whole games are damned.
Yeah, it does.
Thing.
I'd say this is kind of the nail on that coffin. You start with fireworks and you start saying 10-year-old girls are 16. That's top to bottom.
You start the ceremonies with CGI. You've already misled us.
Over fireworks.
Again, where does it stop?
Well, apparently it stops with 10-year-olds doing the uneven bars.
Again, we don't even know that they actually have swimmers or anybody else competing.
They have people there. There would be people noticing that there weren't anybody in the water.
No.
Is 14 years old, but some experts think they could be even younger.
The little gymnasts have the...
Well, there's their forensic scientist.
Oh, my God.
heads of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds.
Lois Gibson is a leading forensic artist. She studies the ratios of a face to determine someone's age. Typically, half a baby's face is from their eyes down to their chin. But
oh, no, you didn't.
Don't tell me we have animation to go along with this.
Yeah, they actually measuring between the eyes and the chin and the elliptical shape of the head.
I was kind of kidding, but they really have it. Why?
As you grow older...
Well, these are the Olympics.
I know. So, why? They know this is going to be scrutinized and looked at and gone through. Why would they do this?
Maybe they thought faking passports, because they said all the chicks had passports and it showed that they were at least 16. You got the government that would fake that. Who's going to question it?
Yes.
They didn't figure anybody was going to come out with a tape measure.
Forensic.
That space elongates. The Chinese gymnasts?
All of those children that I saw, their chins were really too small. But if you disregard that, they still have the ears the size of someone that's about 10, 11, or 12.
She also studied the gymnasts' irises. In a baby, the iris makes up 100% of the eye opening. As you get older, it's about 50%, regardless of nationality.
These children even have larger irises ratio to the eye opening. They appear to be far into 16.
16 was set as the age.
We don't even know if they're human.
Yes, they're human.
Yeah, we're not really sure at this point.
Chinese and mental robots.
No.
Holograms.
I was thinking more of something not from this planet.
Limit for Olympic gymnasts in the late 90s. The idea.
Well, the way they describe them, it sounds like somebody who had just had an encounter. Well, they came down and did probes, and they looked like the aliens.
Well, actually, when you put it that way, you're right. When you hear the aliens, big eyes, large foreheads.
I'd be very careful if I were you.
Why?
Because I would be very careful.
What they're describing.
You're talking about Chinese people and the entire race. I'd be very careful.
I wasn't talking about Chinese people.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
We're talking about babies.
Go with what I know.
Okay, we're talking about babies.
You going to get cocky with me?
No, but I'm just saying.
I'd be very careful.
Okay.
Normally, I don't protect you.
I know you
but
don't.
Right now, I don't want this to come out in print and you say all the Japanese and Chinese look like aliens.
Let me just correct myself. I wasn't talking about them.
Anybody else with me?
You're the boss.
You guys are a bunch of fags.
Protect the youngest athletes from training too hard.
All right, well, go ahead. Say the Chinese look like aliens. That's exactly where you were going with this, and that's why I told you to be careful. At this point, I'm out of it, and I'm no longer responsible for anything you say. So go ahead and talk about the Chinese. I'll be overheard.
No, I don't want to talk about anybody.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking about aliens and babies. Babies.
Too soon, stunting their growth and destroying their bodies. But many coaches and gymnasts argue
Well, here's what I don't get is Chinese as a race, culture, they're short anyway. So wouldn't they be short when they're young?
Well, and I think that's why they had their forensic artist come on to analyze something other than just stature. Because most gymnasts are, tend to be on the smaller side.
But it wouldn't surprise me if the Chinese have a breeding program set up where they have found male and female gymnasts of the perfect size, and they're having babies.
All right.
Younger than other athletes.
How long has China known that they were going to have the Olympics there? Because they probably felt some sense of security knowing we're going to be able to control everything, including security. We probably got a better shot of passing this off if we host it than if it's someplace else.
At least 8 years.
Has it really been that long?
They get 6 to 8 years lead time.
All right.
The age limit, they say, should be lifted.
Let the best athletes from the United States and China compete in the women's team final for Olympic gold.
Dominique Marciano was 14 when she won her medal, the same age as Nadia Comaneci and Carrie Strug when they won theirs.
When I was 14.
All right, when did it go from 14 to 16 then?
97.
And did they say why they changed that?
No.
They said they were afraid of the hard work and it was going to stunt their growth.
Okay, so for 11 years, the rule's been 16.
Yes.
All right. Well, you don't change it right now in the middle of the Olympic Games because everybody planned and they waited until they were 16 to be able to compete. Well, we don't like that rule.
Years
you're
old.
right.
I was obviously.
What? No, I'm saying you're right about the Chinese. They're so cocky and they think they can control things in their country. If we ever have a shot at winning this, it's now. No matter what we do.
Plus, who's going to check them to see if they're aliens?
Aliens.
That's what you were saying.
Able to flip around more, do more numbers and routines, and do things that I wasn't able to do when I was a little bit older.
The fact is, younger gymnasts are smaller, more flexible, and often fearless, which is why the tiny Chinese team may have a huge advantage. They are, on average, 3.5 inches shorter and 30 pounds lighter.
Don't tell me. More animation?
It's more animation. Oh, no. It's just the fact that they've gone through this much research just to show.
There's no way.
We don't believe that they're 16. We're still not really sure that they're from her.
This will just put a black mark on it no matter what, no matter if it's real or not.
Well, there's got to be a way to go back and check the actual age of these girls. At one point, all of this is going to be flushed out. But right now, just to go through all this, you're not going to change anything.
It's me 3 inches shorter. Clearly, I've read this animation.
Than their American counterparts. Still, the International Olympic Committee says there will be no investigation.
For the IOC...
Well, then they're in the clear.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. So well, then why is this even a story? The IOC's already come out and said, nah.
I wonder why there'd be no investigation. Obviously, it violates the Olympic rules.
Can we go back later, I wonder, and challenge it again and go, well, they really want to create a stink while the games are going on. Now, when it's over, we can go back and take your medals away. They do that with doping.
I think they'd have to have someone come, actually one of the gymnasts, go to them and say, yeah, I'm 12. Because other than that, really, how do you prove? They've got birth certificates and documents that say...
So you think possibly they started this from day one when they were born. They went ahead and bumped those birth certificates up or back a few years.
It's very possible.
All right. Anything else before we get to news?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't finish. Hang on a second.
Oh, there's more?
Hang on.
Just give me a call back when you get a chance.
Gavin.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Working.
Who are you talking to?
I was leaving a message.
For who?
Brian Purdy.
Oh.
The one guy who's gonna like me.
I haven't played all the audio yet.
Yeah, and you don't need to.
You get my extra $5,000?
No, Russ, you gave me 20 minutes. I can't come up with $5,000 in 20 minutes. Okay. I don't have those kind of resources.
All right, then.
You know how hard I work, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're in situations now where, for instance, I just missed a meeting. I know I missed a meeting.
Meeting with who? And if you'll also notice, I'm on Gavin's side with this.
Of course. Mm-hmm. You're my buddy.
I defend David. I defend David Henry.
You are superior.
It was a programming meeting with Kurt. But, dude, I can't do this all the f***ing time. David's calling me into meetings left and right. It's ridiculous. So, it's just, I'm so frustrated because they want me over there all the time. Then I come over here, and I have to be here all the time.
Well, they knew that was going to happen when they hired you for both stations. Who's one having a fit?
Well, David's having a fit. He says I'm not here enough. I'm here all the time.
All right, that moment's coming up, Gavin.
No.
I'm not hitting the delay this time.
Oh, come on.
Have we heard all the bad stuff so far in the studio here?
No.
Oh, Lord. It's worse than that?
I think the whole clip's about 4 minutes.
Please, Russ.
Gavin, your next call needs to be Bank of America.
I know.
Just what I've heard.
I go get me a pistol and start knocking off Jack in the Boxes.
You're going to miss me when I'm gone.
I got enough audio to hold me for a while. Last chance, because the next couple of seconds is where you throw it out.
What do you want me to do? You gave me 20 minutes. How am I supposed to come up with $5,000 in 20 minutes?
I don't know.
So you're going to go behind my back and record me and ruin my career?
Yes.
Glad it's good radio.
I am too.
Here all the time.
Well, they knew that was going to happen when they hired you for both stations. Now, once I play this, I'm not going to be able to get the full $5,000 out of him.
Well, you said there's more, though. Maybe you just give this much and then, you know, threaten him with the rest.
Yeah, because the very end of one of the clips is that in itself is worth $5,000.
Oh, perfect. So you get more to hang over his head.
One having a fit.
Well, David's having a fit. He says I'm not here enough. I'm here all the time. Seriously, he's being a sucker. It makes no sense. It's like, dude, I'm here. When you leave it...
All right, Gavin, that one aired.
I know. Don't air anymore, please. He's my general manager.
Why would you call him a sucker then?
I would not.
Oh.
Well, maybe I misunderstood.
Well, David's having a fit. He says I'm not here enough. I'm here all the time. Seriously, he's being a sucker. It makes no sense.
God.
Is that praying mode?
I don't think he can save you.
Only I can save you right now.
What do you want me to do?
I can't believe it gets worse.
I want that cash for the for Live 8. You paying Bowling for Soup more? I want more, especially since we're headlining. And again, it's still a tax deduction for the station because it goes back to charity.
That's not the point.
I'm not asking for it for myself. At that point, I would just look like a narcissistic dick. Right now, I'm just being a terrorist.
A good one.
I have $60.
No.
That's all I have on me right now.
All right, I understand.
It's like, dude, I'm here. When you leave at 5 o'clock, you're not here when I'm here at 9 o'clock still doing my fucking job. That's what pisses me off.
That really sound like David.
You are so bad playing good cop. You can talk to your buddy. Go ahead and let it out.
Well, no, if I was really going to play along with Gavin, I've seen that side of David all along. But I knew when it aired.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still doing my fucking job. That's what pisses me off.
It really sound like David.
I know. Well, you don't see the David. You don't work with him every day. Every time he comes to see him, I mean, with all due respect, man, you're the star. He loves you. And so he comes in, wants to drink the whiskey and everything, and then he'll come over and hang over my shoulder. What are you going to do about middays? What are you going to be doing about this? And if I want to do stuff, it's like, well, no, I can't do that budget. It's like, tight-ass motherfucker. You know what? Wow. Oh.
What, Gavin?
Oh, God.
I'm uncomfortable right now, and it's not me.
Your telephone's ringing.
I know, and I'm not answering it.
Go ahead. Big boy.
I'm sorry, and I'll explain it all when we're done.
Who was that?
I know, and I will explain it. As soon as we go to break, I'll come down there and explain it, I promise.
Wonder who that is.
Didn't matter.
Who was that? Manager for Polar Bear?
No, David.
Ice cream, please.
It was who?
David.
Oh, I didn't ever guess. That was way off. You gonna go meet with him and give him $5,000?
I can't get you $5.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
You gotta give me to tomorrow. I gotta go to the bank tonight.
I can't wait till tomorrow. I got too much audio I'm sitting on.
I can't believe you want to accept my own personal money.
You didn't offer me. You offered me $60.
That's all I have on me right now.
That's not the way ransom works. I tell you what I want, and you give it to me. We don't negotiate.
Yeah, it's a down payment.
I asked for $5,000. You offer me $60.
It's like layaway at the department store.
Go back and watch Ransom or some movie again. This doesn't play out that way.
What's all I had on me? I gotta go to the bank and get more.
I'll sell you this audio for $5,000.
This isn't fair.
And you really don't want the end of this to air.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said, Gavin, at the end?
Oh, I remember what I said.
Oh.
So and no one will see this one coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's worse than what we've heard so far, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh. Will you take a check from Gavin?
No. Because then he'll stop payment.
Well, there's no point. Nobody can go get $5,000 in 20 minutes. That's unrealistic.
All right.
Well, at least people that hold people hostage eventually say, okay, they're probably going to take them an hour. I'll give you an hour.
And you'll get a cashier's check.
In 20 minutes, where?
You go to wherever you bank, you can go get a cashier's check.
I don't think you can do it in 20 minutes. But Gavin, I'd be in the car if I was
You ready for news, Dan?
I am.
I may give the $5,000 myself and play all the audio.
If it's that bad, you can do serious damage to his career. Do you really want to do that?
Nah, I can go back and tell David Henry it was a bit. Or I can tell him it was real. That's where you're going to teeter, Gavin.
It's a bit.
I can still save you on this.
It's a bit. Say it right now. It's a bit.
I will not.
It's a bit.
Mm-mm.
It's a brilliant bit. The bit. That's what it is.
If I came up with it, yeah, I would take credit for being brilliant. And when you call David near the end of the tape, that's something I couldn't even write. I don't even like saying it personally. But that's just my own moral values.
Oh, God, like you have any at all.
Oh, eat something. Ready to go, Dan?
I am.
What are you looking at online?
I was just saying if there's anything else in that Olympic stuff.
Oh, all right. Okay, 4:15. Did you do a legal ID? 4:15. Dan O'Malley's here with news.
Thank you, Russ. Tuesday, August 12th, 2008. Birthdays today. Sir Mix-a-Lot turns 45. Britt Morgan turns 45. She, of course, starred in 180 fine porn films, including Throbbing Hood, The Flint Bones, One Wife to Give, Pornocchio, and Two in the Bush.
Classics.
Also, from Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler turns 59. George Hamilton, still tan and 69. Porter Wagner would have been 81 today, and Buck Owens would have been 79. And the biggest obstacle in fighting Dallas crime may be finding a working police car on any given day.
They have hundreds of cars sitting there. They have a picture. I'm going to guess 200 cars sitting in a lot just waiting to be fixed. And they're not new. They're older cars that are broken down. They don't have enough mechanics. I
thought they got a new shipment of Impalas last year, didn't they?
Yeah, most of these ones I saw were Impalas sitting in a lot, side by side. Looked like a car lot. Dan's got the numbers of how many they have versus how many are on the street.
Go ahead, Dan.
On one day earlier this month, the DPD had 210 cars out of commission from a fleet of 700. Some have been idle for more than a year. Officers find it frustrating when they have to spend up to an hour of their day searching for a car they can drive. The problem, city officials say, is a shortage of mechanics. The city is in the process of adding 39 to its staff of 150 to catch up on repairs. Last week, Southeast Patrol was operating without 50 of its 99 squad cars. The city says it has been having a hard time finding qualified mechanics to work on police vehicles. The pay ranges from $11 to $22 an hour, depending on experience.
Where could they go?
Oh, that was a nice little twist on that. Where possibly could they go? I don't know. Let me think. A shop that cares about police officers as well as firefighters.
Where part of the profits go back to aid fallen families, police and fire.
Man,
I call Chief Kunkel and tell him we'll work him a deal.
Bring him in 1, 2, 3, 5 at a time. It's more than they can.
Well, you don't even know what's wrong with the cars. I mean, it may not be that big of a deal. No. We got station vehicles out in the back of this building. They take over to my shop thinking that, well,
it could be
they don't run, and we don't know if we're going to have the budget to fix it. Dude, your battery's dead.
It could be something that simple, but nobody's even looked at it. You're down however many mechanics. I can't believe they can't find mechanics to work with that pay.
How much did you say, Dan?
Pay range 11 to 22 an hour, depending on experience.
That's not a lot for mechanics.
I don't know what mechanics make, so I have no idea.
That's obviously their biggest issue.
I just think the low number, the $11 an hour, I guess.
Yeah, who's going to have any mechanical knowledge for that for $10, $11?
Well, maybe you have
FedEx pays more than that, and you ain't got to fix the thing.
Maybe they have different levels. Guys that just check batteries and car and tires and such, and then they have somebody that actually works on transmission.
They could probably ship those out in clumps to the shop, and I'll bet Daryl, and I'm not trying to get business because I ain't calling Chief Kunkel. They'd probably have that fixed in the course of a couple of months.
At least half of them. You probably get it.
Because not all of it is going to be just something that's just crapped out.
No, could be just real simple stuff, and they're sitting there. Nobody's even looked at it. They said some of them have sat there for a year.
Mm-hmm. Is that the whole story?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, go ahead.
NASA has put off the planned launch of its next generation Orion spacecraft for a year, a setback to efforts to fly a successor to its aging space shuttles. September 2014 is when we are saying we will launch the first crew on the Orion, program manager Jeff Hanley said. NASA officials plan to wrap up assembly of the International Space Station and retire the space shuttle fleet in 2010, freeing up money to build and then fly the new spacecraft. Cost concerns are at the root of the delay, but NASA is also giving itself wiggle room to deal with the unforeseen technical problems that inevitably crop up.
This is all new equipment.
All brand new. The Orions, yeah.
Yeah, and they actually refer to it sometimes called Apollo on steroids. Orion is designed to ferry astronauts to and from the space station and eventually back to the moon. Unlike the space shuttles, which land like an airplane, Orion is a capsule that will parachute to a landing at Edwards Air Force Base.
And again, if we went to the moon in the 60s, why are we having this big of a problem to go back now?
Because
they pushed this off to 2014?
Yeah.
Because
with current technology, we can't go to the moon now. How do we go back? They just said we can't go.
Because they have to build these. They can't build them yet until the money, frees up from the space shuttles. We stop flying the space shuttles, then we start building.
All right, so it's not. I thought there was issues with the equipment or whatever being.
The reason they pushed
constructed
a year is they want to give themselves some wiggle room because there are going to be problems, and they want to make sure, God forbid, when this finally launches, everyth's perfect.
And so the big holdup now is we're still pumping money into the shuttle program.
That's correct.
When that's done, then we'll go to the moon.
Go back to the moon. Space shuttles are not meant to go to the moon.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. When the program's over, when the money's freed up, then we'll go to the moon.
What the giggle? Quit it.
Everybody in a rocket going to the moon.
So now you don't believe we ever went to the moon?
No.
Yes, we did. Multiple times, including the time they said.
I don't think we went in the late 60s. Possibly in the 70s. Gave us time to, you put the Soviet Union on hold. space race, in their mind, the Soviets was over. You buy yourself another few years.
The very first landing wasn't perfect. There were issues. In fact, the guidance system almost landed them in a crater. Mm-hmm. And then it was Neil.
And you know why?
Why?
Budget.
No, Neil Armstrong had to take over and fly it to an area.
Not enough for special effects.
No.
That's why in all the pictures there are no stars.
Now they explain that on the websites.
Yeah, cutbacks.
No, I don't think NASA would be cutting back on stars. They didn't shoot it in Nevada or wherever else. They did it in the moon. They went to the moon. We landed at the moon.
Where are the stars?
The cameras watched. There's an explanation. I don't have it in front of me, but there's an
Why is it I can stand on Earth and take pictures of the stars, but you can't go to the moon, we're closer to them, and you can't get pictures of them?
Something to do with the bright white light on the moon's surface washed them out. The
part of the moon was actually in the dark.
Yes, I know, but the part they were in was...
You ever heard Pink Floyd?
Oh, God.
Wise man.
Do we need a break? Oh, all right, we'll be back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Voicemail from who?
Ponce, Josh, the Ponce man, the retarded policeman.
Why do you leave a voicemail?
Just saying thanks.
Where is it?
In my daily audio file.
What's it say?
Retarded policeman voicemail for Russ. Oh, what's the message say?
Where is it?
Daily audio labeled retarded policeman.
I see it. What's it say?
ISIS.
Shut up.
Hi, Russ. It's the Postman Terry. I play the retarded policeman. I just want to say thanks for having me on the show. It kicks ass. And you know, the big jackass lately told me, you know, if I had...
What'd he say?
You're not a big jackass like they told me.
Oh.
It kicks ass. And you know, the big jackass lately told me, you know, if I had Tourette syndrome instead of Down syndrome, I would say,
It's an F word.
It's foot liquor. Gavin's listened to it too, I promise.
Okay.
It's foot liquor.
Whew. All right. Then I'll back it up.
Yeah.
I don't trust you. That's something you'd let me go on the air.
Gavin, listen to it too.
Gavin don't like me right now.
I bet he did. Oh, this sounds great. Yeah, hear that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's funny.
You're going to have to find somebody right now. You'd be hard pressed. Somebody right now that enjoys me.
I listen to it over and over and over.
All right.
Piss, locker, face, two balls, and shit. But I don't.
That's not me.
I don't. I have Down syndrome. So, rock on, you fucking idiot. And I just want to say, maybe you can be in a new series with me, man.
What?
Maybe you can be in a new series with me, man.
Oh, all right.
Maybe you can be in a new series with me, man. It's called The Retarded DJ.
You little mongoloid. How am I getting beat down by somebody with Down syndrome?
I just wondered, does he even standard after his
I don't know.
You can be in a new series with me, man. It's called The Retarded DJ. It's perfect for you.
Wow.
The DJ. It's perfect for you.
I like the way he's tickled with himself.
Just give up this idea.
It's called the retarded DJ. It's perfect for you. So you can finally get laid. All right, gotta go. I miss you. Bye.
You have a new buddy.
I'm not hanging out with him.
Why?
He called me retarded.
All right, what'd you call him?
I've never said anything.
You just called him a mongoloid a second ago.
He started it.
You're arguing with a guy with Down syndrome.
I never called him retarded. Even when we had him on the show, I didn't say anything.
You're very kind, very nice. You weren't what they told him you were.
You freaking mongoloid.
I don't think they like those words.
I don't like being called retarded.
The difference is you're not retarded.
You don't know that?
Yes, I do. Are you retarded?
A little skull cut, I don't know.
That's what happens.
By the way, John, how come you didn't unload the scooter off your truck? I thought we were going to ride it.
I'm really lying to you to get out of trouble with Joy.
You going to take it back?
Yeah.
You bought it just to...
Well, if I ride it, then I can't take it back. So it'll have tire damage.
So Joy won't let you have the scooter?
She thinks it's not best for me to have a scooter right now. Shut up.
Oh. Maybe when you're older?
I just...
Would you show more responsibility?
She knows.
Maybe start with something easier. Get your BB gun and work up to it.
I know. I have guns.
That way, worst you can do is shoot your eye out.
No. I have a scooter. It's in the... I said I'd bring a scooter up here today, and I brought it.
You said we could ride it. We're going to ride it.
I don't remember that. Don't ride it because I can't take it back. It's expensive.
Why did you go buy it?
Prove you I could do it.
It don't count if you don't unload it.
I think you'd ask me to ride it. If you ride it, it's going to get, rocks and stuff in the tires. I won't get you.
You went and bought this thing just to bring it up to show us that
yes,
you could put your foot down.
Yes. And she's got a point, which is, let me go about a month without hurting myself on the bike.
Nothing's going to change.
Oh, yeah, it will. I'll be fine.
Nothing. It's not like you're going to get more adept at things. You're full grown.
I understand
I think you're as big as you're going to get.
I understand. She talked me out of it.
And gravity's not going to change course with you.
She talked me out of it. That's all. She made a good point.
Was this after you bought it?
Yeah. So
you got to take it back.
What's the timeline got to do with it? She talked me out of it, which is what people that love each other do. If she started to do something, if she started to do something that was unsafe, I would talk her out of it, and she made a good point.
That's even worse than when Laura...
Who told you it was unsafe?
You don't trust you guys.
We would be the ones who talk you into it.
Anyway, I got it, and I got to take it back.
What, Trey?
That's even worse than when Laura Lewis wouldn't let Dan buy a new sound card.
No.
At least they were married and commingled funds.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly the same thing.
No, because I bought it.
You bought it, but you can't ride it.
I could ride it. She talked me out of it. She made sense. She goes, there's no reason to have that laying around here. You play with it for a while, you might get hurt, and then, you'll park it like you do everything else. And she made a good point.
When Jagger checked your balls, did we ever get an actual count?
Yeah, they're all there.
No.
Yes, we did.
I don't think I actually heard him say two.
Yes, he did. She just made it. That's what people that love each other do. You see somebody doing something that's not healthy for them, and you say, you know what, maybe you ought to not do that. Maybe you ought to do this instead.
Maybe you had your balls for the day.
No, I didn't have them for the day. I have them all the time.
You have to check them back in?
She loves me. She takes care of me.
Is there a late fee?
And there's times that, I do things that are stupid, and she calls me on it. That's all.
Does she call you from time to time and tell you you're behind on your balls?
No, the balls are fine.
Surcharge?
I have them all the time. They're with me constantly.
How come you can't ride your bicycle?
I can ride the bicycle.
Not the bicycle, the scooter. You got to take it back.
I don't got to take it back.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to take it back. There's a huge difference.
You can't have no scooter.
I can have a scooter. I can scooter out of that bike. I can get that scooter.
You can't have no scooter.
I can have that scooter. I got it in the back of the truck. I'll take it out right now and ride it.
All right, let's go unload it.
Maybe tomorrow.
No?
Yes.
You're not going to carry that thing around for a couple of days?
Yes, I will.
You actually go to Pep Boys and buy that, and she tells you to take it back.
She didn't tell me to take it back. She didn't tell me to take it back.
How did the conversation go then?
She told me, she goes, that's probably not the wisest thing you could do right now with that money. Put that money aside. We can have a nice vacation.
No, I don't hear that in my head.
That's exactly
you
what
make
she
plenty
said.
of money.
She said that.
Take that scooter back.
I'm not. That's not what she said.
You can't have it.
Can I have anything?
Take it back.
It's my cash. I'll spend.
You're not spending it.
I already bought it.
You'll take it back.
I'm not. It's in the truck.
Don't you right.
I'm taking it to work tomorrow.
JD can't have no scooter.
I have a scooter. I got one in the back of my trunk.
God. When did you become so whipped?
I'm not whipped. She made sense. There's a difference between being whipped, being told to get something, and being
you're right, that ain't whipped. That's pussy punched.
No, it's not. Not at all.
You can't have no scooter.
I have a scooter.
You got a scooter.
I
can't ride it.
I can ride it if I chose.
Let's see you ride it.
I've decided not to.
Why?
Because it's not against. It's. Really,
I'll tell you why. Mama said no.
Mama didn't say no.
Mama said no.
No, it's my own money.
No scooter.
I do whatever I want to with my money.
I'll tell you what, then bring the sucker pump up here tomorrow.
Oh, it's still my house.
I thought she took it.
I got it back. It's in the attic.
Would you trade it for something?
No, I don't want to trade it for anything.
Were you a good boy?
You shut your ass.
Mama give it back?
Mama doesn't give me anything.
Well, let's ride your scooter.
I've chosen not to keep the scooter.
That ain't the... No.
I made a decision.
No?
Yeah, based on her logic.
Mama said no.
She didn't say no. She can't say no to what I do with my money.
You can't have no scooter.
I had a scooter.
You got a scooter. Can't ride it.
I can ride it anytime I damn well please. You want to watch me ride it right now?
Yeah.
I don't want to take it back. It'll be a used scooter now.
You ready to start news, man?
Yeah. Shut up, all of you.
It's just disappointing.
I bought the scooter, and then she made good sense as to why it should go back.
And that was what?
It's not safe.
We told you that.
I know, but
you said you were going to have something you wanted to have, and you're going to run up to the store.
I did. I had it. It was on sale. I'll take it back. I'll get my money back. It'll be fine.
But you had all these plans for it.
I decided that's not what I want to do.
We're all getting scooters.
You're not getting scooters.
Call her and tell her that we all have scooters.
No, you don't.
Maybe she'll let you keep it.
I can keep. I bet not. Keep. I want to keep that scooter. I had that scooter. I don't like that scooter. It's blue. We got it home. Buyer's remorse.
Pussy punched.
I don't think I'll pussy punch you on. Hey. All my buddies. Shut up.
Sorry. All right, Dave, go ahead.
All right. A boy is being treated for burns following an incident in an Orem Park in Utah. Police say...
Is this the one with toilet paper?
Yup.
All right, go ahead.
This is Salt Lake City. Police say dispatchers received a call around 5 o'clock on Monday. A group of boys aged 8 to 11 were playing at a park. The group had wrapped one of the boys in toilet paper. Police say he was a willing participant. The boys then strung toilet paper around parts of the tree and then lit a piece of it on fire. Police say the fire got out of hand. Boys tried to put it out by stomping their feet, whereas the boy wrapped in toilet paper caught fire and suffered burns on 20 to 25% of his body.
Does it say why his buddies lit it on fire?
They're just having some good old-fashioned fun.
How old are the kids?
8 to 11 age range.
Well, they got matches. With toilet paper.
I could just pick them up in the house.
Oh, shut up. You can't have a scooter. Don't put a scooter.
I dated a chick one time that had kids. They were a little bit older than that, but not much.
They have a scooter?
They did not have a scooter. They had
I had a scooter at 16.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I was 14. I had a motorcycle at 16.
Yeah, I had a dirt bike when I was about 12.
Yeah,
I still ride one today.
I was 16, and I had another one when I was 20.
But you can't have one at 15.
Because I don't choose not to.
Mom said no.
Mama don't say nothing. Anyway, the kids.
I'll tell you what. Call Joy right now and tell her you're going to keep it.
No, she's in a meeting.
Is that what you did?
How's she always in a meeting when I say to call her?
Because she's off work now.
Well, then she'll be in the car.
No, her cell phone died.
Call her.
I can't get a hold of her.
What, Trey?
Is that why you didn't ride in the motorcycle ride we did a couple of years ago? It's because Joy wouldn't let you?
No, absolutely not. I didn't have a motorcycle license that was current.
You could not be current. You have a driver's license?
I don't have a motorcycle license. I was going to get the lessons and do the whole thing.
Yeah, but how are you going to ride the scooter on the street if you don't have a motorcycle license?
I'm going to get a motorcycle license, and when I get licensed on the scooter.
Well, why are you going to do that? Because you can't have no scooter.
I can get a scooter. I have one.
Having one ain't riding one. I want to see you ride it.
I don't want to ride it. I'm not in the mood to ride it.
I'll pay for it if you ride it between now and 7.
You won't pay for it.
I will if you keep it.
You can have it.
I don't want it.
I'm selling it. Give you a discount. Cheaply used.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right, the boy had 2nd and 3rd degree burns on his upper body, arms, neck, and face. In Longmont, Colorado, a man claiming to be a police detective tried to get an adult novelty shop to give him free porn.
Oh, this is genius.
Saying he wanted to make sure the performers weren't underage. He made 3 attempts within 9 days last month and was turned down each time, though. The store manager called police after the 3rd attempt. Authorities said Monday that the man showed a badge and left a business card from Longmont Police saying Age Verification Unit. Commander Tim Lewis of the police department said there is no such unit. The business card did not have anyone's name on it, but the store gave officers surveillance video of the man, and they are now looking for him.
All right, Gavin's not in his office. You want to hear any more of his David Henry conversation?
Yeah.
I suppose.
You want to hear it or not?
Yeah, up until the part that is a career ender for him. I mean,
that's not a career ender. We bleeped it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
In fact, when Gavin gets to that point, you're not going to know what he said until I reiterate.
Oh, great. So that gives you the ultimate lever, the hammers, or...
Yeah, if I don't play my part after he says what he says, you'll never know what it was.
Okay.
Trey will because he edited it.
God, you're mean.
Did it surprise you?
Yeah, that was shocking.
Really?
You didn't see that one coming.
Something would come out of Gavin's mouth that you would not expect. I'd have to hear it.
Even sitting in his office when he didn't know I was taping. It was an uncomfortable moment for me.
It sounded like you spit soda out your nose.
Yeah. How are we doing, Chloe?
Break in 3.
All right.
He's just a tight-ass motherfucker. It's like the digital board situation.
What about it? He told me they have it in I think he said over the Christmas break.
He's a lying-ass motherfucker. He hasn't even submitted it yet, Russ. He hasn't even submitted it.
What's he going to do when I come back in January?
He's going to blame it on me, I'm sure. I'm always the goat. I'm always the guy that gets yelled at. And then he'll blame it on me probably not for not submitting it when he's the one that oversees all the business operations.
That still doesn't sound like David.
Just feed him. A little more line, a little more line.
But like I said, you see a side of him that I don't see. You know, I mean, he likes hanging out with you because he...
What are you laughing at?
It's just you strapping that to the back of your soda cans.
I can't see it.
It's a good idea.
You can set it on his desk right next to him. He got no clue.
Just on the backside.
He likes you, I mean, you're the guy on the station. You're the big wig. It's like when he, goes out to dinner. He takes all the big wigs out.
So now David Henry only hangs out with me because I'm on the air.
Apparently that's what Gavin seems to think. I don't know if that's the case or not.
Gavin sounded sincere.
Well, maybe he's just wound up right now. And he's just saying things that, you think things sometimes that you wouldn't say out loud if it wasn't your buddy, your pal, your confidant sitting there with you.
Oh. He should have rethought that near the end of this.
With you because he likes you, I mean, you're the guy on the station. You're the big wig. It's like when he, goes...
I wonder where he is. Gavin.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
In a meeting.
They won't let you have a scooter? Who are you meeting with?
Just meeting with the sales staff.
Oh. We're playing the rest of your audio.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, don't hold me hostage like this.
You got my cash?
Be able to get out of here. I just went into a meeting.
All right, well. Go get him.
Out to dinner. He takes all the big wigs out. He's a big wig guy. He likes being around the stars. That's what he's all about. Or, I'm stuck here at 9, 10 o'clock at night working my fucking ass off.
And he wants you to hear more?
Yeah. It's like I have to be here 24 hours No, hey, I can't. It's just so. I mean, you're leaving now, and I see you after the show, and you stay for, you're jamming on the guitar and everything like that. And a lot of times you say goodnight, and I still got an hour to go. It's ridiculous. It's like.
Here it comes.
Were they close? Did he?
I believe so.
But now, when I hear it this time, I'm not going to know what he said.
No.
Okay. And it's going to be so fantastic, I won't believe that it came out of Gavin's mouth.
Trey? Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Okay.
I told Gavin not to take both jobs long ago. You set this aside for a second. I told him when he took over KRLD, they're going to want you at both stations. Sure. Almost nonstop, which is impossible. They know that you're going to have to split up the day, and you're not going to be able to do 9 to 5 at both stations.
You told them and at 2 talk stations. If it was music, a little bit different.
Well, you program it, you let it go. You meet with the jocks who talk 30 seconds an hour. There's really not a lot to. It's
a lot easier to run 2 or 3 stations if it's music. 2 talk stations or news stations. I don't know how he's doing it, and then obviously it's not working out for him.
And I'm thinking that the entire time that we're talking, but I don't want to jump his ass because right now I'm his confidant.
I'll use pal.
Now, and I see you after the show, and you stay for, you're jamming on the guitar and everything like that, and a lot of times you say goodnight, and I still got an hour to go. It's ridiculous. It's like, what do you...
What?
Anybody want to make a guess? You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
All right. Also, everyone get a piece of paper.
Okay.
Not you, Trey. And see if you can guess what Gavin says.
Okay.
Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here it comes.
It's ridiculous. It's like, what do you...
Wow. All right. Anyone?
This is what I get.
I should have known you would have guessed it. John got it. Let's see what you have, Dan.
I don't feel even comfortable writing it down, so I'm just going to use...
Dan also got it.
Wow.
Chloe got it as well.
Woo!
Hold yours up, Alfie. That's right.
Oh. Who's that, Gavin?
You call me Gavin?
No, I never said that. You edited that.
I bleeped it out.
You said effer.
No.
I said effer. I would never say that.
Gavin, there's going to be unedited audio someplace.
It'll never air.
No.
It'll be permanently bleeped.
Okay. Oh, my God.
What?
Nothing.
It's ridiculous. It's like, what do you...
Wow. Never mind.
Never mind what?
I've been the victim of this editing before. It's all coming very clear to me now.
Everybody guessed what he said?
Yeah. People have guessed what I've said before, too. And it wasn't accurate.
All right. Well, then why...
Which would explain why the unedited will never suddenly be found.
Why would I follow it with this?
Should I not have said that? That's bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a little offsetting when you call her white general manager. That's where the audio is.
I'm not getting it wrong.
What's the matter, Gavin?
No, that's edited. It's edited. You put that in after I said effer. I said effer.
There's 2 words there.
Yeah.
But I've been the victim of this, too, so I don't know which way to go on it.
No, that doesn't mean there were always 2 words there.
That's what I thought. You're evil.
But when it gets to David Henry, it's going to sound quite damning. It sounds damning now.
Yeah, it does. Well, you have more leverage for your $5,000 now. You've earned it.
I'm stupid. Gavin, you there?
Yes.
I'll take that $60 now. We need a break. Back.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Dan, let's go.
All right, traffic right now brought to us by Cantina Laredo and also by Toyota of Richardson in Dallas. I-30 eastbound at Dolphin Road. There's an accident in the carpool lane, and that's stacking up traffic all the way to 35. And you can't get out of the HOV lane until you get to Jim Miller. So that's obviously stacking up to be a huge problem. Also in Dallas, 35 northbound at Regal Row. There is some debris in their center lane, and that's got that blocked, and that backup has you going all the way back to 183. And in Plano, 75 northbound at Parker Road, there's an accident that's actually in the grass on the right side, which also knocked down a sign onto the service road. So that'll probably stack up very shortly as well. There's your check of traffic. I'm Dan O'Malley on the Russ Martin Show.
Thanks, Dan. All right, 77 for the low tonight. Finally a little bit cooler. Only 98 tomorrow. We're out of the hundreds for a few days. It's only 87 now at Live 105.3.
They have gone after this chick that John Edwards had the affair with. Yeah. Now they found out that her name, I don't know what her name is, but they found out that's not her real name. And normally I'm not a person for compassion, but the only person really now that's suffering is John Edwards. What else was he going to do?
Probably take another run at the presidency.
Well,
which 4 years from now, people won't remember this.
Yeah, I'm really surprised it's been that, where I was going with this is his wife really is the one suffering now, especially if she already knew about it.
If she told him, yeah, it looks so bad for the family. Yeah, but what do you think you're going to do? Not report it? Oh, people love this kind of crap. I mean, and they're going to dig, and they're going to dig, and they're going to find everything about this other chick and anybody she's ever known. People, unfortunately, love to step on people and watch them fall.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh,
yeah, the big news now is they figured out it was a Dallas guy who was funneling $15,000 a month to her. And at first, Edward said, "Oh, I didn't know about that."
Now he does know, or he did know.
That's what the reports are saying, is that yes, he did know.
So that was hush money. That wasn't production money, because she was supposedly doing video production for them.
If it's the person they
claim,
yeah, I think that's a lot for video production.
But it's been $15,000 a month since 2006,
something like that. Yeah.
Well, it could have been for the baby, because he wants to take a paternity test. She doesn't want him to. The chick that he screwed.
Yeah, and that's odd, too. Why would he want to do it? Other than he knows he's not the father. That's really not the point, whether you're the father. It's like in this comment, well, by the way, it was when my wife was in remission. Hey, Johnny, that'll make it better. He even corrected himself immediately. Not that makes it any better, but she was in remission at the time.
Well, so why throw it out?
I think in the back of his mind, he's said that so many times that she didn't.
Waited for her to feel better. She looked like she felt better. She was up on the roof every night, watching the traffic.
Quit with the gargoyles, will you? Stop.
Seem happy enough.
Well, she's not a gargoyle. Somebody mentioned that yesterday about our show yesterday. That came up.
The gargoyle?
In an email, yeah. Russ, I have to say that you continue to surprise me. Here's a sample of some of the things you did yesterday. You made love to
Well, yesterday wasn't a fair show to judge me by.
Why?
Do you listen to the show?
Oh, occasionally.
All right.
You make love to a park bench. You made a Grammy winner audition for your band. You turned a former presidential candidate's wife into a gargoyle. You spelled words for us. You even talked about stamps. Stamps. I don't know how you do it, but you're the only person I've ever heard who can make those things, along with so many others.
Oh, that's a slam.
Entertaining. No, listen at the end. Up until yesterday, I never thought someone could actually find entertainment value in our U.S. Postal Service. Kudos to you, Russ. You're truly a genius.
That's a slam.
It was a great show. We had a fun day at Bowling for Soup.
Let me see the list again.
You had the lava with the bench.
Some of the things that you did yesterday. You made love to a park bench. You made a Grammy winner audition for your band. You turned a former president into a gargoyle. You spelled for us.
You did.
And you talked about stamps. That's a slam.
That's not a slam. That's saying he made all those things and made them funny.
If someone asked you what you listened to yesterday,
yes, and
you told them and then you said why, this doesn't sound like something that's going to encourage me or entice me to go listen, because this doesn't sound very compelling. Would you listen on the Russ Martin Show yesterday? He spelled for us, and they talked about stamps. And he screwed a park bench.
That's a hook right there.
The park bench?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't screw it for the whole 4 hours. That's why we had to talk about stamps.
We had Bowling for Soup in here. You made them audition for a ridiculous ragtag band.
Why? What'd you call this band?
Ragtag.
Do you know how many hours we work a freaking week on this?
I know you work.
How many hours I have to go home and practice the guitar just to suck, and you're going to call it a ragtag band? Well, why don't you work 50 hours a month on this band, and then you can call it whatever you want? You come in, you do 2 songs, and you leave.
Okay, but we're not.
You wouldn't even pick up an instrument to learn. The whole idea was the band was everybody learned an instrument. You wouldn't do anything.
What's the thing you say on stage every time? The thing we went to do is go out and everybody screw up, and we've certainly done it.
You didn't even learn an instrument to screw up.
I don't know any instruments. That's something I
didn't know anything either.
You wanted to play guitar. I'm not musical.
I don't like to perform. I don't like the concerts. I do it because we can get cash for the foundation, and I don't have to work as hard throughout the rest of the year because it's a big clump. It's going to be even more this year with the blackmail with Gavin.
He's not going to give you that extra cash.
I bet he does.
Do you have more on him?
I believe what I got's enough.
But you've already.
And if I tell David Henry it's a bit.
Oh yeah.
Then Gavin's off the hook.
Yeah, you're right. You still have the hammer there to pull.
So it's a ragtag band.
We're just a bunch of guys that are not.
That's not with a we. You didn't learn to play anything.
Okay, you are just a bunch of guys that
you couldn't even commit to a ragtag band. What does that mean, ragtag?
Ragtag means just a bunch of guys together having fun playing music.
But that doesn't sound complimentary.
You're not, Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup wanted to sing with us.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm not going to let just anybody come in and sing with us without auditioning.
He can sing.
I've heard his records.
What does that mean?
It means I've heard his records.
Yes, you've never been to a concert. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Have you ever? No, you didn't.
Is he hiding stuff?
No, he's not hiding anything.
He only does it live.
I've seen him in concert. It's as he has. You were there a couple of years ago when he was at Live 6, weren't you?
I never watched any of the other bands. I always check to see how many people are left after we play.
It's going to be a full house all the way until the time we leave.
What is line 2?
She has a take on why the show's good.
This show?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mystery's almost over. Yes, Lisa.
I think that your show is popular and everybody gets it because we live in a society where we are inundated with all of the media crap and everything is updated in like nanoseconds. What's hot today is going to be crappy tomorrow, and you're with it. We're in an ADD society, and you feed that need because you're not talking about the same boring crap every day. Something's always different, and we can appreciate that, and we get it.
Well, it's very kind of you.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day.
You want to hear about stamps? All right, so there's the answer to the mystery. I'm with it.
Yeah, you are. Well, we've said that before. Your ADD feeds this kind of a show.
I want that to be our new slogan. I'm with it.
Russ Martin, he's with it.
We had a segment last week where we went from presidential politics to planes looking like guppies
with turds hanging out.
Yeah.
Lord. Yes, we did.
You want to take credit for that?
It was all good and funny. How that came about?
I don't know how it came about. Tell us about stamps again, though. That seemed to be a big winner. I'm intrigued.
What were we talking about? Bulk?
I don't know. But all I know is I had to stop you because the tension just got paramount.
We had to actually take a break at that point to regroup.
That's part of being a great host is knowing when to stop so you don't give everyone too much so they explode.
I'd run out of chair to scoot up to the end of. You start news again?
Ragtag. Ragged or shabby. Disheveled.
Well, thanks, Dan.
You didn't hear the second definition. Made up of mixed, often diverse elements. A ragtag crowd.
All right.
Mixed, often diverse. That's us.
Yeah, but the first one is ragged or shabby, disheveled.
I like the second one. I go with number 2.
I don't believe that's what you actually meant.
That's what I meant. Obviously, it's a term of endearment.
No, it's not, because you said you made a Grammy nominee come in and audition for a ragtag band.
Oh, you even said
you're going to learn an instrument.
I don't know any instruments.
I didn't know an instrument either. I knew one song on the guitar, and luckily now I know that one. You're going to learn something.
I'm not musical.
Nobody in the band's musical. You're going to learn something.
Well, everybody's
you're going to spend time time, you got to actually do something for this foundation instead of coming up and singing 2 songs and then beating it.
I don't beat it. I stay the whole time.
Why you stay, but you don't do anything?
I'm the
You're going to learn something.
I got the tambourine down.
No, there'll be none of that. You're going to learn the pan flute.
The pan flute?
Yes.
And what song exactly would we be jamming to with my pan flute solo?
Nothing. We're going to leave the stage, and you're going to do a solo.
A solo pan flute. Well, that's being certainly way to add some diversity to the band.
Go buy one.
It's going to be rocking.
I don't care what it is. You're going to be on stage by yourself.
But someday you
I'm not standing on stage while some dildo's blowing into a flute. That's what you are.
I'll have a pan flute.
You're the new Zamfir.
Oh, dear God. Have one tomorrow. Where do you buy them? Chuck?
Where's he get a pan flute?
Music store.
They really sell those?
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
No.
Where does he go again?
Music store.
Never thought.
Woo! Easy.
Oh, there's some days I just wish the transmitter would piss the bed. Still on, isn't it?
Yes, it's on.
All right, 5:17. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. The Bush administration was taking a wait-and-see approach Tuesday to the Russian president's claim that he ordered a halt to Russia's military action in Georgia. President Dmitry Medvedev's order came just hours after President George W. Bush demanded that Russia withdraw its troops from Georgia and end what he called a dramatic and brutal escalation of violence and accept international mediation to end the crisis. Bush is hoping to end the crisis diplomatically. Georgia's government said Russian military planes continued with airstrikes on Tuesday, despite the Kremlin saying the fighting was over.
Trey, in a nutshell, do all the analysts think this is actually going to catapult into some type of conflict between us and Russia, or is this just Russia taking a stance and saying the Soviet Union's back?
This is Russia saying, don't forget about us, we're still here. They're poking at the United States because this isn't someone we consider an ally. It's kind of like, we're back. Evidently you forgot about us.
Don't screw with us, the Cold War's back on.
Yes.
We've got nuclear weapons, we're going to make faces at each other for the next 20, 30 years.
That's why they've been sending the bombers, going in places they shouldn't go over our air carriers.
And they can get away with it because we're not going to do anything. You're not going to take action against the Russians knowing what that's going to turn into.
Why would we? Or whatever, Georgia? What did Georgia do exactly to piss them off? They invaded a smaller country, yes?
It broke away.
So you left me, I'm going to kill you.
They seceded from Russia.
Yeah. And Russia, it's a very nice area, and Russia didn't want them to leave.
Okay, so they're going to beat them up until they submit.
I think they're going to just, like I said, I think this is just them flexing their muscle saying, don't forget, we're still here.
All right.
And we're certainly not going to attack Russia.
No, they're going to pull.
Nah, you can stop. This conversation's enough for me. In fact, take all the caffeine and any other stimulants out. Way overboard. Dan.
An arrangement for a man to meet who he thought were 2 teenagers for sex started with an accidental cell phone text message and ended with his ex-wife setting him up for a police sting, according to Vermont State Police. Police said Jesse Arnold Reed was charged with using electronic equipment to lure a child after he was set up by his 23-year-old estranged wife and her friend. In this case, it was not the police that were setting Mr. Reed up to entice Mr. Reed to come over to have sex with what he thought was a 15, 17-year-old girl. This according to the Northwest Unit for Special Investigations Detective Sergeant James Claremont.
I wonder how many times these guys get away with it before they get popped on these stings.
Oh, no, a lot. As you've said many times.
We're not catching them on their first go-round.
Of course not.
But just knowing that there's sting operations out there, why is it we're taking the risk?
Because apparently this particular problem is so much, it drives you so fast and so hard, you don't care. It's never going to happen to me. It's happened to me once. It'll never happen to me again. That's what they say when they get caught on Nightline the second time around.
Now, was it Nightline that caught the same guy twice, or he got busted in another city, and then Nightline caught him a week later?
No, Dateline busted him.
Dateline.
And then came back. They were still in California
Well, at least they didn't have to reset the camera equipment.
They even...
Deja vu.
They even had footage of him leaving the courthouse, and then
going over to the sting.
Yeah. Well, in his mind, what are the odds? Really? I've been caught once. Done. I'll handle that. But meanwhile,
how bad does it have to suck? I mean, Chris Hansen once, but then it got strolling.
Twice.
Well, it's even worse now because Chris knows your name.
Welcome back, Billy. Have a seat.
You already know where the chair is.
Yeah, kind of sort of.
Have a seat.
I'd rather not. I remember this from before. Sitting was bad.
And they tell them everything.
Oh, well, okay. That's
unless they don't realize it's a sting operation, because a guy comes out in a suit.
Well,
the kid leaves the room. Guy comes out in a suit. I'm not immediately going to think, oh, well, that's their dad. I'm going to talk my way out of this. I'm going to shut my mouth and be done with it. But luckily, as far as prosecution goes, they all run their mouth and they tell the cops as well, unless you're in Collin County.
He comes out so relaxed. So, hey, buddy, have a seat. Would you like something to drink? He lures him into just like you did with Gavin a while ago. You know, in that false sense of security. I'm on your side. The best thing you could do is tell me everything. And they go,
because he's calming. He's not really confrontational until he pops out the emails and he starts reading them. And at that point, you really know, I have to go.
So,
can I go now?
Oh.
Absolutely.
I hate it. Just his cocky attitude, too, when he's talking to him.
And I can't remember if I asked Chris Hansen when we had him on the air, because at the end of each one of them, he says, here's something you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC, and we're doing the story and blah, blah, blah.
Didn't know if that's his punchline or if he legally had to say that.
I think that's what he said. He legally had to do it to make it where they could use the video footage, is that it was a news story.
And why wouldn't he have to tell him that in the beginning? Or if it was having something to do with posing as a peace officer, again, why wouldn't you have to tell him that up front? I don't think I ever got that far with him.
Maybe it's just because he's not live. You know, because you have to do that if you call someone here because you're live, but he's...
Well, it still doesn't make any difference. The guy's already copped everything that they planned on doing with the kid.
Well, and he's also, you know...
And it's not like the guy's going to be able to stop it from airing.
No. And it may be Chris Hansen and Dateline capitalizing on the fact that the guy feels like he's done something wrong and thinking that here comes Chris Hansen. Ooh, what if he's a detective? He looks like a cop. That's why they do that to save it at the end, because maybe they think that they'll talk more.
I don't know. I just know if some guy comes out in a suit, I'm not going to hang around and visit.
I'm going to think this is going to turn out nicely any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, the kid leaves and immediately he comes out.
God, I can't even imagine the pucker factor in that. That makes me sweat. It's not even me.
And one of the guys, I don't want the audio, Chloe, don't hand it to me, that says, I was going to wait till her mama come home. I was going to tell him what the kid was up to.
I actually think some of the guys don't realize what they're doing is actually illegal. I think in their minds, nothing's illegal unless they do something with the child.
That may be. I never thought of that. They may think, nothing's happened here, so the best thing I can do is talk my way out of it.
Even though the communication in itself was enough to be convicted. You're right. I just showed up. I didn't do anything. I was going to sit here and I was going to explain to them why this is dangerous, and I was going to wait for the mama to come home. Then I was going to get her.
Would you explain about the condoms then the girl asked you to bring, and the beer that you brought?
I mean, Chris Hansen's a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, you want all the pedophiles to be locked up. There's no reason for them to be running loose. And Chris Hansen's hitting them with all these things. And for some reason, you feel bad for the guy because he's absolutely getting pounded.
And Chris has a little too much fun with it. He really kind of does.
I come here just to, we was going to watch TV and I was going to wait for the mama to come home.
Really?
And these condoms in your pants are a lie. In fact, no offense, but I can tell you're wearing one.
And he knows exactly.
Who were you planning on having sex with? Possibly some bizarre sex act with a cat?
How do you say that with a straight face? Being a news guy.
Because he's reading the text from all these guys' emails, and it's beyond dragnet deadpan.
And then if that's not bad enough, then he pulls out the pictures of their weenies that they've seen.
Yeah, that's not my weenie.
Well, yes, it is.
This looks a lot like you.
Well, that's not my weenie.
It's your face in the picture with the weenie.
I think there was one guy that sent like 18, 20 pictures of his weenie to who he thought was a child. Why do you think it takes that many pictures? There are many different shots. Here's the front, here's the side. Here it is on vacation. Here it is at the Grand Canyon. Here's a glamour shot. If you don't like the boa?
Yeah, I don't like the boa.
That's not my penis. My penis has a boa. All those different pictures know my penis.
Well, yeah, they are. They're all. It's the same. That's your face in the picture.
It's not my penis.
It appears to be you, even the one with the boa.
You don't like the fuzzy shot?
The out of focus was nice.
What about the hat?
No hat. And here's your pick. Why was your penis at Six Flags?
My penis likes to get out. Sometimes I let it free on the Texas shootout. Likes for the wind to hit it in the face.
Let me see.
You should see it smile on the cliffhanger.
He was also mad when they closed the Spelunkers, Kev.
All right. Sorry, Six Flags.
Do we need a break?
Yeah.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. Welcome to the Treehouse, the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Headline news. First of all, they've got a banner up at the bottom of the screen that says new developments. Not cute enough for the opening ceremony.
This poor little girl.
How do you turn the lip syncing thing into some breaking story and say, well, there's new developments? What would be? It's a performance. It's entertainment. Did you see it? Were you entertained? Then they got their everything was accomplished.
And I even heard the little girl that sang that didn't get to be on TV was okay with it.
It still doesn't make any difference.
It's not a story.
Let me back up the CNN piece. What is this guy's name with the oil slick on his head?
John Voss.
I don't think that's it.
I think it is.
You want to bet?
Are you talking about this guy, the reporter, or the anchor?
The anchor. This guy ain't got no oil slick on his head.
I want to say it's Mike something. He's a drama queen. That's all I know.
All right. So here's the end of the story that CNN just ran regarding the chick and the lip syncing girl. And listen to his comments when they go back to the anchor.
Okay.
Not a child molestation.
Nope.
Not a bombing like in Atlanta at the Olympics. Nothing to do with Georgia and all the deaths there.
Nothing really horrible.
Or the fact that you can't ship Coors into and out of it. Listen.
Honored to have had a role in the opening ceremony in the first place, even though few here realized just how big her part really was. John Voss, CNN Beijing.
Again, so disturbing, Owen. We love hearing from you.
Look at his face. He's leaned forward. He's got his hand on his chin.
One eye cocked, kind of like, oh, boy, this is bad.
If there are any children in the room, maybe we want to remove them for this segment because it's not something we're going to address. Lip
shouldn't be doing this in
we're actually going to show video of this child lip syncing. And again, just a warning for anyone with weak stomachs.
They've even made a special graphic, singing sham.
How do you milk that?
Well, they got nothing else to go on. How many times can you watch the guys swim or throw the volleyball or something?
There are a lot of other things going on at the Olympics.
Around the world.
You've got speed records being set by the U.S. swim team, right?
Yeah.
But our most disturbing story, and again, I'd like to warn you, there's children in the room, it's some chick that's lip singing. We got bands that do that in this country. Because people lip sync in movies. People lip sync all the time. We're big lip syncers. So why is it damning? Because it's at the Olympics.
It's not.
And how is it disturbing?
This poor child. I'm sure that's what in his mind, that's what it makes it disturbing because they did this to some poor, ugly little girl.
Not everybody gets the part. In a lot of movies, the person's singing ain't actually on screen.
No, you're absolutely correct. That's been that way for a very long time. This little girl was happy. She was happy her voice got heard.
Yeah, I think actually she even had a little bit of stage fright, and I think she was okay with just...
No, it's disturbing. Yeah. You don't understand.
His name's Mike Galanos or Galanos.
Yeah, Trey's right.
It's still running. Oh, you've paused it. I thought, my God.
No, it's still running.
Oh, Lord.
The only thing I can think of is because they take calls, he over-dramatizes everything.
These are the Olympics. There's a lot bigger story here than the opening ceremonies and some chick mouthing. Let me see how far they've gone with this.
As well, let's get another call. Don in Maine. Don, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm not angry or upset about them doing it, but I'm very disappointed over the fact that a government would use a child in order to manipulate for their best interests. That makes me question how much more the Olympics have been manipulated, and then even more so. What does the government...
Why wouldn't he be slapping his forehead at this point?
Because they have to carry this off. They got 30 minutes to fill. You get out there and you...
Thank you. Short and right to the point there. I agree with you. Again, the quote, another quote that gets me is this music director saying about how this decision was made at the highest levels, that especially leaders from the Politburo who weighed in and gave the opinion.
It's a goddamn show.
It's like he's covering a presidential assassination attempt, the way he's leaning forward and doing his hands. Hold on, I'm getting news in my ear. Breaking.
All right, I'm done with this. What is it, Trey?
It's like people forget, this is a communist country. They can do things like this. They're lip syncing.
Do they?
Communist, free society, it's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with karaoke. None of those things really bother me. Not once have I ever looked at somebody lip syncing and just put my head on the table and went, disturbing.
My life is over.
I just, the travesty involved.
Let's get your thoughts.
All right, let's go, Dan.
Okay.
All right, 5:43. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
All right. Well, we mentioned Six Flags in the last break, but Six Flags is actually in the news for some other reason. The public will have the opportunity to weigh in this fall on whether beer and roller coasters are a good mix.
My penis loves beer.
The State Office of Administrative Hearings judge will hear testimony October 14th and 15th on whether beer, wine, and mixed drinks should be served at Six Flags 2 theme parks in Arlington. Six Flags Inc.'s plan to serve alcohol at Six Flags Over Texas and Hurricane Harbor has stirred up debate since last December.
You've got other family venues that serve alcohol. Why would Six Flags
right across?
Why would they be denied?
The stadium, the ballpark. I mean, come on.
Yeah, what are you worried about?
It's because it's a family park and it's never.
There are other the pizza places. Was it Chuck E. Cheese?
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
Those used to serve beer.
Absolutely.
I was dating some chick in the early 90s that had.
What are you gagging about?
Had 2 kids.
Well, so.
And one Sunday she wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'd have paid money just to follow you with a camera through Chuck E. Cheese. Because I'd had kids.
And that's when I found out that they had the beer.
Yes. I'd had kids.
Otherwise, what I know.
You never.
We get out of the car. I don't know why I'm dating a chick with 2 kids. Luckily, it didn't last more than a couple of weeks.
Well, she's hot.
She was hot, but she had 2 kids. We get out of the car, and I look in the back seat, and all these toys are laying around. And I went, this is not my life.
This is not for me. Well,
and after the Chuck E. Cheese, that really was the capper. And the kids are crawling around. They're running. It's loud. I didn't realize any place on this planet could be loud. I'd rather go hang out in a jet engine. It was just loud. And they're not just on the floor running around like little monkeys. They're going through habit trails. They're overhead. It's nonstop. It was beyond a sensory overload. Thank God for beer.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't Six Flags be able to have that?
Six said they never have. It's a new day for that park to actually have alcohol.
Well, they still have the profit margins, and if they can make money off that, why deny them that?
Plus, part of what they're saying is, Six Flags being is they're listening to their customers' requests. They've gotten requests for years of people saying, "Hey, can you please have some beer?"
Sneaking it in.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, but I think some of the other Six Flags parks around the country, they may have alcohol, don't they?
I would imagine.
It's the one in San Antonio.
SeaWorld?
That's not Six Flags.
Thought they owned it.
Or is it Houston?
Fiesta, Texas.
Oh, is that it?
Used to be Astro World.
I think they have alcohol.
Yeah, probably do. But again, the Six Flags properties never did. And again, it was so funny because someone we worked there, like, you don't know the kids are drunk and drinking and how all have flasks and smoking dope. I used to catch kids smoking dope.
I don't believe the alcohol is going to be for the children.
I'm telling you, they have it in the... I don't mean children. I'm talking about 21, 22, 23-year-olds.
You said the kids were running around drunk smoking dope.
To me, a 21-year-old's a kid.
What year did you work at Six Flags?
That would have been 76, 77, 78.
And they were serving beer to kids?
No, the kids were sneaking it in. 21, 22-year-olds.
Where was the kiosk with the dope?
They didn't have any. They had dope, though. Caught a lot of kids doing that. They go inside the rides, like the anything that was indoors and dark, they'd light up.
It's like the Spelunker's Cave.
Spelunker's Cave. Any of the lifts out on the log ride, they thought they'd get far enough away they could light it up. So what you do is you let them get about halfway up the lift and you turn it off and walk up there beside them and go, "How y'all doing tonight?" "We're fine."
You kick them out?
No, most of the time we let them go. By then
you take their weed?
No, by then they'd flip the butt away, wherever you call it, the blunt away, and it was gone. So, but you smelled it. You knew they were doing it. You just want to scare them. It was fun.
Narc.
Well, narc. I didn't turn them in. Never turned anybody in.
Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
All right. Senator Hillary Clinton's one-time chief strategist wanted to attack Senator Barack Obama for lacking American roots during the Democratic primary battle. This, according to a new magazine article set to be published. All of these articles about his boyhood in Indonesia and his life in Hawaii are geared towards showing his background is diverse, multicultural, and putting that in a new light. Save it for 2050. This, according to Mark Penn, then Clinton's chief strategist. That's what he wrote in a March 2007 memo.
So they think because Obama hasn't lived in this country his entire life or lived in all regions, he can't be president.
Just something else to throw out.
Is that the way that's the gist of the story, Dan?
Yeah, Penn goes on in his memo saying, "I cannot imagine America electing a president during a time of war who is not at his center fundamentally American in his thinking and in his values."
He's right.
Didn't he grow up in Hawaii?
Hawaii than Indonesia. And he's not, he basically was saying, we can be, if we expose him, that he is not as American as people are making out.
I think Hawaii is part of this country.
I understand, but Indonesia's not.
Well, don't come off as cocky.
Well, I think, politically, this guy was right. I think if they listen to him, Hillary has the nomination.
What? Has she played on that? Do you think she...
Absolutely. I think if she had played on that and they had taken this road and tried to subtly just say, this isn't.
So you don't think he's intelligent enough to be able to identify all the problems and deal with it? Just because he didn't live... I'm not going to vote for anybody, and especially not for Obama. But to go at that angle is absurd. That's telling me I got to live every state of this country, including Indonesia, before I can run it.
That's not what he's saying. He's talking about how to win the election. He's not saying he's not qualified because of living out there.
That's what I get out of it.
No, he's saying the best way to go after him to win the election. We're talking about politics, not whether he's qualified or not. It's the game of...
Well, the story that I heard, maybe you heard something different, or I'm too stupid, and I probably am, is because he isn't centered in the U.S. and his entire life wasn't here, he can't run the country.
No. They were saying...
Dan, is that what you got? You read it.
Yeah, I can see where Trey's saying, but I'm kind of with you.
Go ahead, Trey. Straighten this out.
He's a campaign strategist. He's saying the best way to win this campaign...
Well, Hillary's already out of it.
This is from 2007.
Oh, all right.
Had she listened to him, I think she would have had a much better shot. They let him play... They played his diversity.
She had a better shot at the Democratic nomination, but she wasn't going to have a better shot at being president, especially at a time of war. You don't want a chick in the White House.
Absolutely. But
so why even waste the time? Why go back and revisit? Why throw this out as a possible option? Here's a reason Obama can't run the country.
Why would this be coming out now? I guess
it just got leaked. Just internal campaign memos got leaked.
Hold on a second. Yes, Tony.
Hey, boss.
Yes, sir.
They get the license to sell beer at Six Flags. Can you imagine what a beer is going to cost? The pink thing's like $5, right?
It's disturbing. I haven't been in. Thank you. Way to keep up. But he's right. At Chuck E. Cheese, I can't remember what they charged for beer, but they could have charged me $40. If I got to stay in that room sober I'm going to give you cash for anything.
That particular moment in time, you'll pay anything to get a slight buzz.
Take the car. Keep the kid.
I had kids and I couldn't stand Chuck E. Cheese. It just makes you insane. There's a level you have to go outside. You just have to. And I had children.
I don't know how anybody stood in there more than 30, 45 seconds.
If you look around, it's mostly moms. Moms are used to that level of noise. They just are because they're around the kids all the time.
But they're only around 2 or 3 kids. Why you want to go in with another couple of hundred, all absolutely hopped up on sugar and pizza, but no beer?
Because there's things for the kids to do constantly. You can have a birthday party, which is predominantly what happens there, and you can have 20 kids all doing something, and you don't have to entertain them, and they're not in your house. That's the draw.
I made them leave after 45 minutes.
Well, that's pretty good for you. 45 minutes, as long as you have to have a pizza, a couple of beers, and get the heck out. But yeah, Joey had John had a party there when he was 4, and she looked at me at one point. She goes, "You have to leave, don't you?" I went, "I'm so sorry, but God, I've got to get out of here. This is making me nuts."
Jackson, leave her there?
Yes. I ran an errand. I went and got something, balloons or something. Mm-hmm. Came back 2 or 3 hours later.
Let's go home. Who wants to ride in the wiggle truck? As soon as we walked in, this is beyond vivid, and this was however long ago 91 was. It just started as soon as the doors opened. Just the noise,
the sound, and wall of sound,
the waft of the children.
Children don't stink.
These kids did.
No, they stink. You just didn't want to be there. It's not a place for a father with normal sensory perception. It's just horrible.
They're not even my kids. I didn't have to go, and I still don't know how I got talked into it.
Well, because you didn't know what you were getting into, most likely, or did you?
I knew it was a pizza place, and it was probably going to be full of kids. I'd never been into one, so I had no idea about the habit trails and the bouncy rooms and the kids everywhere.
I know, under your feet, over your head, swinging around, screaming.
I gave her kids some
tokens.
The tokens so they could go play the games, and they come back and hold their little greasy hands out.
They want more.
You're not mine.
But you were taking them there, so they were assuming you're...
That doesn't mean that I got to cough up the cash for everything that you're doing.
You were the father figure that day. I can't believe you stayed there 45 minutes. I really can't.
Well, because I knew I was going to get sex afterwards.
It's worthwhile.
With the mother.
I understand, of course.
I don't want to be vague. Hold on. Which line? Yes, Troy.
Hey, we actually used to sell wine also. I worked there for a couple of years, and we had one manager who got fired because we used to get trashed after we closed. He let us drink whatever we wanted.
Hell yeah.
And they found out, and they didn't like that.
Now, what year did they stop selling alcohol?
I want to say that was it was in the late 90s. It wasn't too long ago, but yeah, it was in the late 90s.
They say what the reasoning was? Because I would.
No.
All right, thanks. I would think the traffic would drop, especially if a dad's going to go and he knows I got to go in there stone cold sober and I got to leave exactly the same way.
I can at least get something to take the edge off while I'm in there.
How long before we need a break?
3.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. More road accidents are involving bicycles because of high prices of gas, and experts say there are some things bikers and drivers should keep in mind to ensure everyone's safety. Bicycle advocate Richard Chambers said more people are cycling since, of course, the last gas price hike. He said that with more people on the road, more accidents are happening. He also says it's not that the roads are unsafe. It's just you have more people out on bikes, and a lot of them are fairly new, and they don't understand the rules of the road.
And, John, you fell off your bike, and you weren't even in traffic.
I was in pedestrian traffic and a dog traffic.
Dog?
Well, yeah.
And then some kid?
A little small 2-year-old didn't see
me. All right, the first time, the dog, would you run into a tree?
First time I just ran off into the grass and flipped over twice.
All right. And then when the kid ran out, you decided to go where?
I simply went off the bike path into the grass, into the pond.
And what made you think that you were going to be able to get a motor scooter and be able to fend off traffic?
I just think a motor scooter sounds fun. I think those two incidents, they're very isolated. They're not going to happen again.
They were isolated if it were like 100,000 people. They both happened to you in the course of a week. That's not isolation.
Well, I'm not going to...
That's called patterns.
No, it's not a pattern. It just happened.
And then you got to decide to get something motorized.
Yeah, a little scooter.
But Joy won't let you ride it.
She won't let me ride it.
Why is it still in the back of your truck?
Because I told you that I made a decision not to keep it. And
she made the decision.
She makes no decisions for me. She talked me out.
You went to Pep Boys and you bought it, and obviously you told her about it, and Mama said take it back.
Mama didn't say take it back. She said, you think this is the wisest thing you could do right now?
We covered that at length yesterday, on and off the air. Why is it you listen to her and you don't listen to us? Because we don't have poo nannies.
You guys didn't want... I don't know about poo nanny.
No, she has a poo nanny, and you won't see it.
You guys... Never mind. You're not my friends. You don't care. You don't want me to have any fun.
We talked you out of it. She don't want you to have any fun.
She wants me to be safe.
How come she won't let you have a scooter?
She let me have a scooter.
She don't want you to have no fun.
I absolutely wanted it. She let me have it.
Mom
She
said
didn't
take
let
it
me
back.
have it. I already bought it. It's my money.
Why don't you take it off the truck and let's ride it?
I made a decision not to keep it.
Mama did.
Mama didn't make any decisions at all in my life.
JD can't have no scooter.
I can have a scooter. I have one. I just don't want to ride it.
No scooter, John.
No scooter, John.
Let's take it off. Let's take it off right around the parking lot.
I don't want to. I told you I'm taking it back. I've changed my mind.
No.
My buyer's remorse or something.
Man, you're whipped.
I ain't whipped at all. Make a decision. I made a man.
How come you didn't make it? You went in, you paid for it. Yeah, obviously you had to have somebody help you load it up and strap it down. And then all of a sudden, you got to take it back.
Because we've had a discussion since then.
We've had a discussion about your money.
No, not about money. About
and what you can do and what you can't do with it.
I can certainly do anything I want.
You can't have no scooter.
I have a scooter.
You have a scooter that you can't get on.
I can get on it. I just can't run it outside the truck. Got on it last night and started it up.
Have you bought anything else she made you take back?
No, there's nothing she makes me take back. Nothing. No.
What's going to happen to the scooter tomorrow?
Well, the scooter's going back because I want it to go back. That's all. I'm just tired of it.
Pussy punch.
I'm bored.
All right. Good, Dan.
All right. This in Xenia, Ohio. Some workers at a Greene County restaurant are in hot water with the health department after an employee took a bubble bath in a store sink. It happened at the Burger King.
Oh, is that all they did?
Yeah.
I think the first time I saw the story, maybe I just misunderstood. I thought they were copping a squat in it.
No, a 4-minute video posted on MySpace captured the employee, self-described as Mr. Unstable, bathing nude in a large stainless steel sink as several other employees and a store manager looked on. The video began making its rounds on the internet Monday morning. One of the recipients was the Greene County Health Commissioner, Mark McDonald. He said, my first thought was, oh, my God. He said the restaurant was aware of the incident and had already taken steps to clean up, including disposing of all the utensils and sanitizing the sink twice. All of the employees involved.
Why was he in there bathing with the utensils?
He was just picking up water with the spoons and stuff, put it over his back. It was just out of control. They didn't think they'd get in any trouble.
It's not out of control. Some guy just taking a bath in the sink.
It's nasty. My food gets in there.
They still sanitize those things at the end of every day.
I think possibly just the fact that it was Burger King on the internet showing somebody basically naked in one of their sinks didn't look too good. So they had to fire him.
All right. I heard the story. I thought he was pinching a loaf.
No.
Yeah, there's photos of him in the bath if you want to see.
Anything floating?
No.
Nah, just utensils. Lord. A local business owner got the shock of a lifetime when she left the Bank of America in Newport News Friday. She'd asked for money to pay her employees, but what she got was her seeing red. Red dye outlined sections of Layla Cheek's passenger seat. It's the remnants of a day this cab company owner will never forget. On Friday, she went into the Bank of America. She was getting cash to pay her drivers, but when she put the money in her car, something went wrong. She said it started going hiss everywhere, and it started smelling. Red dye sprayed everywhere, in the car and in my eyes and on my nose.
Why'd they stick a dye pack in there?
I don't know what does it look like money, the dye pack? It obviously has to be like a stack of bills.
I don't know.
Sometimes they grab the right, the only thing that makes sense is they grab the wrong one. I guess once you grab it, it sets the timer.
Yeah, they don't give a reason as to why it happened. You know, a spokesperson just said that this is a rare occurrence, and we greatly apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused her. We'll definitely look into procedures and make sure that they were followed properly. We'll look into what happened and make sure it doesn't happen again to make sure the customer is safe.
You slipped a dye pack in on somebody. I think those, I don't know how big they are, but aren't those in a special area? So it's almost impossible for that to be an accident.
Yeah, I always thought the tellers kept them in their drawers, but they're in like a special area, not close to the cash, where you would have to.
You have to go out of your way.
Yes.
It's like the alarm button. It's not something you could accidentally step on. You have to make a blatant move to go after it. They did this on purpose.
They know they're going to get caught. Why would they do it on purpose? The lady's coming back. Here she comes, covered in red.
Oh, she looks mad. You sure that's the one?
Look at her. Sure, that's the one.
We need a break?
Yes.
All right. Hold on. What is line one really quick? Just tell me. I got a break.
He's saying that the tellers each have a die pack, and they put a real 20 on the top and the bottom, so it looks just like a stack of bills. And as soon as they leave the bank, it sets off a timer.
Well, I know how it works. Stick him on hold really quick.
I'll put you on hold real quick.
What's your name?
Doug.
Now, aren't these packs? There's some place where you'd have to go out of your way to get it. It's not something that could just be an accident.
Right. They go right in the teller drawer. A lot of banks have them. They have a real 20 on the top, one on the bottom, and the middle part looks like...
I understand, but it's not a part of a drawer where you can mistake it for another stack of cash.
Yeah. Some of them, they put them like right down on the end by themselves.
Sounds like they did this on purpose.
Why would they do it? She's coming back again.
Man, she looks mad.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh. Hey, you retarded?
Which one's angry? God.
It sounded funny at the Christmas party. I wonder how long before you get outside the bank before those things pop. Because you have something explode in the car and you're in traffic. Obviously, you're going to freak. And I think when those die packs go off, I've never seen one. I've seen it in the movies. Normally, those things are quite nasty.
Fill the car up with red mist. Yes.
Either the die pack got her, or man, she's got a heavy flow. All right, I'll bet you.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show.
Go take the scooter off the truck and ride it.
Russ Martin Show.
No, I told you. I made a decision to take it back.
No, you didn't make no decision.
I made a decision to take it back. I did. After discussing it with Joy.
Why you got to discuss things with her?
No, discuss everything about our lives. She heard that I got a scooter. I actually told her last night after I bought it.
That's how she heard? Yes. And she told you to take it back?
No, she didn't.
Did you hear that, Chuck? JD can't keep his scooter.
I can keep my scooter.
Yeah.
I can keep my scooter. If I chose to.
No.
If I chose to keep it, I'd keep it.
No.
It'd be mine. I already bought it. It's right there. You see it. You can look at it. I even started it up last night.
Why you go through all the time and trouble to buy it, bring it up here, and then you don't ride it?
I haven't been able to unload it yet because there was nobody at the house.
All of us can help you unload it?
No, I don't want it unloaded up here. I'll unload it at the Pep Boys.
When you take it back?
I take it back. I've changed my mind. People do that when they buy things. Buyer's remorse.
Trey's right. You're beyond pussy.
I'm not at all. I just made a decision. I don't want a scooter.
You picked it up.
You
talked to her in between, right after that.
Mama said take it back.
Mama did not say anything such.
You're not keeping it?
That's because I don't want it. I'm buying a Harley.
You might buy one, but you're going to have to carry it around on the back of your truck forever.
I won't either.
Joey's not going to let you ride it.
Nah, I don't want a Harley anyway. I do want a scooter. Maybe a bigger one, though. This is kind of small. This is a 50.
She's not going to let you have, what did you get, the Baja 50?
Yeah, little 50.
She's not going to let you have a bigger one.
Yeah, that's the only reason we discussed it. I'm going to... Yes!
She thinks you need something with more horsepower.
It gets around traffic a little better.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I just got an IM from Gavin. I no longer feel like the biggest pussy on the show after hearing JD's scooter story.
Shut up, Gavin.
Damn.
It's not a scooter story. I made the decision not to have it. My decision. I don't want it.
Even Gavin.
I hate scooters.
Thinks you're pussy whipped.
No, it's not that.
Yes, Gavin?
I told you the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Dude. If you're a man, keep the scooter.
I don't want it.
You walk in your house and say, listen, This is my ride. This is something I want, and I'm keeping it.
That's the way I roll.
Right.
At 5 miles an hour.
Baja 50? No, I'm getting a bigger one.
I bet
You're not getting a bigger one.
I'm getting a bigger one.
You're taking this one back.
Yes.
And it's going to stay there, and you're not going to leave with anything because Mama said no.
Mama didn't say nothing, and I'm buying a bigger one. Just maybe not soon.
What's some big punching glove come out of her clam and tell you no?
She didn't tell me no. We discussed it. And she said she didn't think it was such a good idea.
You ain't keeping no scooter.
I'm keeping it. I wanted it.
You want another pussy punch?
No, sometimes I'm full of things.
You sure?
No, I don't need it.
You're taking the scooter back.
I'm not.
Really?
I want the scooter. I'm getting a bigger one.
No.
I'm getting a bigger one. They have the 125.
Oh, 125.
125.
No.
I'm doing it. It's my cash. I'll do whatever I want to with it.
Mm-mm.
Yes. Looks good in the back of my car.
You're not keeping it. I'd like to see that.
I'm not riding it all over the places because I couldn't unload it.
It's this great big fist comes out and punches him in the mug.
Well, hey, JD, if that's the issue, I'll come out there. I'll follow you home and we can unload it.
Well, I'm going to unload it at Pep Boys. Coming to buy a new one.
Well, all right. We'll help you get the bigger one.
Well, the bigger one's not in stock right now. They're not. Go to Pep Boys and ask.
It doesn't make any difference if they're in stock or not.
I'm buying it. I'll have that scooter. I'll drive it by your house.
Did you? Was it turning 50 that made you this big of a pussy?
No, I'm not a big of a pussy.
Something happened because Trey's right. I don't remember you always just letting somebody run your life like this.
Run my life.
Is this the only chick that's got a fist that comes out of her clam?
I make my decisions.
You get no motorcycle.
If I wanted it, I'd buy it. I'd keep it.
I'm getting a little dry.
I bought the trike, I kept it. I bought the bicycle, I kept it. And if I wanted to keep the scooter, I'd keep the scooter.
You can't keep that freaking
Keep that scooter.
When Alfie's in the other room laughing at you.
Shut up, Alfie.
Your woman won't let you have a scooter.
You don't know nothing. You don't know her. You don't know me. Scooter I want.
It's like you've got a trap door when you put your foot down.
No. I put my foot down.
Is there actually a hole? Some place where you go, I'm putting my foot down, so it looks like it's Shut up, Joe.
Give a CGI foot.
Here's a picture of me putting my foot down.
Yes.
Dude, that's CGI. It's Photoshop.
Here's mine of Bigfoot.
What?
Here's my picture of Bigfoot.
I can only imagine how that conversation went when you told her you bought it. You're not
She did not say I'm not keeping it. She said, do you think that's a good idea? And I said,
Puss fist comes to the phone.
No.
Take it back.
Never said that. Never said that.
Then you get blindsided.
Damn thing opens doors.
Is that why you don't want to get married? You know, should control every aspect of your life?
She doesn't control my life now.
She won't let you have a scooter.
Yeah, if I wanted it, I'd have it, but I made a decision not to have a scooter.
Yeah, I've heard that 3 or 4 times over the past 3 hours.
Well, that's the truth.
You can't have no scooter. Did you hear that, Chuck? JD can't have no scooter.
Yeah, I heard it. Jesus.
JD can't have no scooter.
I can have a scooter. Shut up. Shut up.
JD.
Shut up, Chuck.
I got a scooter.
Chuck's got a real one.
I know he does.
I don't know if you can't keep it.
I could keep it if I wanted.
Can't have a moped.
That's even worse. It's almost equal to a moped. You can't have a moped.
I can have anything I choose. My money, I decide where it gets spent.
Call Joy right now and tell her you're going to keep a moped.
I'm not calling because I'm taking it back.
Why?
Because I don't want it anymore. I want a bigger one. Something with more muscle.
You went through, you researched, you went to Pep Boys, you bought it, paid for it. They helped you load it up. Now it's on the back of the truck. You've been carrying it around for a day and a half, and now you're going to take it back because you decided that wasn't going to happen.
See?
No, that wasn't it. You're tired of getting shell shocked. Take it back.
And if you really wanted a bigger one, I'm sure they can get one from another store and have it there waiting for you.
I like this store. This is where I deal.
Like I said, they can have one shipped over.
Well, yeah.
When I go in there, we'll discuss it.
They can run, go get one. There's 3 guys there. One of them can go get it. Just tell Manny to go, hey, I need me a bigger one.
Manny, Mo, and Jack don't really work there.
I think they do.
No, they don't. No, those are statues.
Okay. Which one of those, Alfie?
Line 1.
All right. Yes, John.
Yeah, I wanted to tell JD and y'all guys what's really going to be funny is whenever Joy takes the scooter away and gives us a little John.
John already has a go-kart.
Oh, he can't have a go-kart.
Well, yeah.
You can't have no scooter.
Her dad gave him that go-kart.
That phone call was funny for 2 reasons. First of all, he goes, when Joy takes the scooter away.
He's not taking it away.
Then he goes to her kid.
I'm voluntarily giving up the scooter.
No, you're not.
I don't want it.
Yes, Josh.
Yeah, I had a die pack go off on me right outside the bank doors after I robbed it.
Are they on a timer, or is it as soon as you get outside the door?
I don't know exactly how it works. I just know that when it went off, I fell down and money went everywhere and there was dye everywhere.
You don't mind if I say who you are, the name they gave you?
Well, we've talked before. I'm a Puffy Coat Bandit.
Yeah, okay. I'm just checking because I know that you got out and you got a good job and somebody gave you a chance.
Yeah, I got a real good job.
Now, how many banks was it that you knocked off before you got caught?
It was 3, and the first one had the die pack. The rest I didn't have them. I had to go do the other 2 because I lost the money from the die pack.
So had the die pack not gone off the first time, the other 2 banks have been safe.
Yeah, I probably would have stopped there.
Why would you stop at 1, knowing how? I mean, at that point you thought it was easy.
Well, statistically, if you just do 1, you never do it again. The FBI say statistically, you're not going to get caught. But
Wow. How about that?
More life lessons from the Russ Martin Show.
Well, everybody in the room just kind of leaned back and went, one time.
Just one.
How'd you eventually get caught?
I was looking suspicious at this weekly rent motel thing, and I actually got stopped by the Garland DPS drug task force. They thought I was some kind of drug pusher or something, and that was it.
And they came into your hotel room and found cash?
They kicked the door in and thought I had drugs and stuff. They just found a bunch of money, and they pulled my fingerprints and did some checking, and I was in the Mesquite jail for like 4 days, and then the FBI finally came and talked to me, and they put 2 and 2 together. So
you fessed up to it?
Yeah, I bawled like a baby as soon as they showed me the edge.
Stupid.
I know.
How much cash did you actually net from the 3 banks?
The first one, it was about $6,000, but...
Hang on, your phone broke up. How much?
It was about $6,000 on the first one. The second one, it was and it was about $900. And then the third one was about $8,700.
Why would you keep going do this if you're netting less than $10,000 every time?
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm better now.
Is that really how much you got on the third one?
Yeah.
Well, I believe you.
And how long was your sentence?
57 months for each one, and they ran them concurrent. I'd never been in trouble before that, and I didn't use a gun or anything, and I haven't done anything after. I've just been, just got over my idiocy, and now I'm better.
All right. How long have you been out?
I got out in 2003, and I've been selling cars ever since.
Any plans to fly out of state for a while?
Yeah, I need to go to Vegas here shortly.
Is that where it's buried?
North Las Vegas, mile marker 35.
On the air. I'm sure he's jacking around.
Yes, no doubt.
I'm going with him. I only got $48 the third go round. We lost $200,000. Well,
it's your own fault.
Maybe you need to take a business course on counting.
Here's the 45 I got.
Take what I got on. I got nothing else in the state.
I just can't imagine doing it. I can't imagine why you'd ever get that desperate unless somebody was dying or something. Just get that far desperate.
Well, what I don't get, Chloe and I talked about this during the break, is if those dye packs are easy to get to, why wouldn't those go off every single time a bank is held up?
Do they always? I guess they always do go to a teller. I don't know if they ever go actually into the vault and get it. Maybe they're not in there. I have no clue. You think that every single time that would be you get caught?
And if you knew every time I was going to go in, just like Josh said, the last two, there weren't any dye packs in there.
That's really
odd. If he didn't have a gun, he was going up to the tellers and just handing them a note.
Sure, yeah.
So if those dye packs were easily accessible, you're going to get one of those every time.
I would go in and I would ask for a bank tomorrow, but I think that would be raise some suspicion. Can I ask you a question? No, really, I do a radio show. Why is it when somebody steals?
You could probably call them.
Probably. Yeah, that'd go real well.
Why?
Call me back from a federal number.
Are you standing outside? No. Where are the dye packs?
I mean, do you always have dye packs?
All right. We okay, Chloe?
Yes.
All right, Dan, you want to start news again?
Sure.
All right, 6:28. Dan O'Malley's here with more news.
So I got a random question for you.
Don't read anything into this.
This from DeWitt County, Texas, the legend of the Chupacabra.
Oh, I saw this video. It's a dash cam on a deputy squad car. Looks like a dog running up the road.
It's like, a coyote with a really big head.
I never saw the head. You just see the thing running up the road, and all of a sudden now it's supposed to be the legend of the, what is it? Chupacabra.
There's a picture of a freeze frame where the dog's head is turned.
Oh, I never saw that part.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big head.
It's just a really big head on a coyote.
It's like the J.D. Ryan of the dog world.
Possibly.
Have you seen this? All I saw was just the thing running up the road.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I never saw it turn its head. That's like twice the size of a dog or a wolf's head.
Coyotes typically have very slim noses and heads.
It's like a cross between a dog and a burro.
Yeah, it's almost like a donkey head on the dog.
Yeah. So they think this is the Chupacabra. What is the Chupacabra supposed to be, really?
So go ahead and read the whole story now.
Friday, Corporal Brandon Riedel was training a new deputy when he said they saw the animal running down a dirt path along fence lines. The short-legged, hairless animal has a long snout that looks like a coyote, but Riedel said he is not convinced. Friday's sighting is the first time a local believes they've seen the mythical animal. A rancher in 2007 found a dead animal that was thought to be a Chupacabra. But one resident said whether or not it's true, it can only benefit the community.
Why? Tourism.
Yeah. People come out like they do Loch Ness and look for Bessie.
What would have a head that big?
Donkey burro.
Like a donkey on a tear?
Yeah.
Got him some coyote strain.
Well, it could be a smaller donkey, a baby donkey, but it doesn't run like one. It runs like a wolf.
They didn't show on the clip on CNN that I saw. All it was it just looked like a dog running up the road. They never showed him turn his head back and forth.
Yeah, this picture.
In that picture, you see him turn his head sideways, and it looks like he got him a donkey head.
It almost looks photoshopped because the head is just way too big for the body.
And I think they're supposed to be hairless too.
The chimichanga
and the Chupacabra.
Oh, what's the mythical part?
It's just one of those things people have said, I've seen this weird animal, but it happens randomly and just not very often, so everyone thinks, okay, well, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. Some people believe it, some people don't.
Fox News is running it right now. Hold on. Which TV is that? 2.
And it was just, this is what we got.
So this thing doesn't really look like a dog. Maybe a coyote?
I knew it wasn't a coyote.
Okay, not a coyote. So what then?
We still don't know what it is.
We don't either.
It's a
but
freaking
please
dog.
Keep it away from here. It has this strange way of moving around. Maybe it would help.
You know what? I didn't notice that. It almost runs like a jackrabbit.
Yeah. That's the first time I've seen it slow down like that. It really kind of does.
Didn't really help. And we still don't know really what the animal is. But if you wake up and you're missing some chickens, remember the Chupacabra could be there. Unless...
Fox.
Nice picture of an alien. Yeah, that's what aliens are doing now. They're abducting chickens.
Who sits in the Fox News room and goes, all right, let's take the alien twist on this one?
I don't know. Same person that puts the mascara on the Shepherd Smith. Yeah. He's so odd looking.
Yeah. I don't know how he made it as an anchor.
It's just, Chloe and I were looking at him during the break. It's with all the special lighting and the makeup, just so it takes the shadows off your face. I can't fathom what he looks like in real life.
And how long that makeup takes to put on. I've never seen a man look like that before. Scott Murray once in public.
Scott Murray always wore makeup.
Yeah, a lot of it, yeah.
I saw him one time at the MDA telethon. You look at him and go, dude.
Seriously, we all see it.
Fiberglass. Looks like fiberglass.
It's a little heavy, but as he's gotten older, he's used a little bit more.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh. Well, like I said, I saw him recently.
All right. Go ahead, Dan.
Over the weekend, 22 advocacy groups representing the disabled demanded a nationwide boycott of the new Ben Stiller comedy, Tropic Thunder, and they plan to picket when it hits theaters tomorrow. In the film, Stiller plays a washed-up actor gunning for an Oscar, and one of his roles was playing a mentally handicapped character named Simple Jack. These groups have a problem with the film's depiction of the mentally disabled and its repeated use of the word retard. Peter Wheeler, a spokesman for Special Olympics, said, "We are asking people not to go to the movie and hope to bring a consciousness to people about using derogatory words about this population. We'll continue to be vocal about the destructive effect of this film."
I saw him on CNN today during an interview.
Just looked like a buffoon.
No, but it was, people use retard all the time. Well, we use retard because we're not really talking about retards. We're talking about retards. And when you say retard, you don't automatically just think of some retarded kid. You think of a retard. So they act in a fool.
And they use the name in their own organization, Mental Health and Mental Retardation. It's not a slam.
They don't like it used in some type of slang fashion.
Well, it is used in the slang fashion in the movie. You want to hear the cut, or we've heard it before? Do you care?
I forget.
It's 39.
Yay.
Dan loves this clip.
Hold on. Is it on your flash?
Yes. Okay. And this will be Ben Stiller as a guy who played someone who was retarded in a previous movie on the set, more or less, talking to
Robert Downey Jr., who plays a black man.
Very convincingly.
Why are you into this clip, Dan?
I just love it. And I'm sorry, Robert Downey Jr., just in the clips I've seen, is hysterical in this.
Yeah, I saw one of the trailers this morning. It doesn't look anything like Downey.
No, it's really
a lot of prosthetics and obviously a lot of brown makeup.
There were times when I was doing Jack that I actually felt retarded, like really retarded.
Damn.
In a weird way, I had to sort of just free my...
it's Downey with a deep voice.
Yeah.
The one that just went, damn.
Mm-hmm. Like really retarded.
Damn.
In a weird way, I had to sort of just free myself up to believe that it was okay to be stupid or dumb.
To be a moron. Yeah, to be moronical.
Exactly.
An imbecile.
Yeah. When I was playing the character.
When you was a character.
Yeah, I mean, as Jack, definitely.
Yeah. It's not working with Mercury. It's high science, man. It's art form.
Yeah.
You an artist.
It's what we do, right?
Yeah. Everybody knows you never go full retard.
And this one comes upon Ben Stiller's face like, what?
I still don't think I understand it.
What do you mean?
Check it out. It doesn't often rain man look retarded, act retarded. Not retarded. Count 2 picks, cheated cards. Autistic. Sure. Not retarded. Ain't got time to hang. It's Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded maybe. Braces on his leg. But he charmed the pants off next to him and won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. You went full retard, man. So it's satire. What are you going to protest?
Because they don't like to be called retards.
They're not talking about necessarily retarded kids. And plus, if you're really that retarded, you don't know that they're talking about you.
They came out and they protested the actual
That's why
premiere.
Most of the protesters are people who aren't retarded.
That's why Josh, the retarded policeman, he has a clip on there, just him talking. He goes, I'm an actor. He goes, yes, I have Down syndrome, but I'm still an actor. I'm getting paid. And he goes, for all you people who have a problem with it, you're an effing retard.
It's like I told Josh when we had him on the air, or one of his brothers, you've got Asians, Hispanics, blacks who will play stereotypes in movies, and everybody's cool with that.
Absolutely.
Why is it a retarded kid can't play a retarded kid and without any type of protest?
Because most of the other ones don't have these groups that'll get behind them, and they're very sensitive. It's like when you call the little people
midgets.
Midgets. They don't like that. They want to be called little people. It's a sticking point with them.
I believe I made some type of adjustment with a midget word.
Yeah. Runt.
I don't think they like that either. They want to be called little people. They're people.
Why don't you just want to be called a person? Why do you got to throw little in front of it? Because at that point, it reminds me that you're a runt. Midget.
Or retards. They're not retarded.
Hold on. Yes, Rick.
Yeah, about a year ago, I hit one of those
midgets.
El Chupacabra-looking things in between Mineral Wells and Weatherford.
Jackson.
It was black, mottled, nasty-looking skin, had little tufts of hair on it. It was nasty-looking. And I thought it was just a poisoned coyote or something.
Have you seen the video that's been on the news today?
No. Actually, when I saw it was on Monster Quest on History Channel. And they had pictures of stuff that have been showing up here in West Texas and down towards Brownsville and stuff like that.
So the one you saw, was it like a coyote-sized body? Did it have a big head on it?
Yeah. It had a big head. It had huge teeth on it, too. Probably like, I don't know, 1.5 inches long.
What are you nodding about, Trey?
That would go with like a burro or donkey, but they have really big teeth.
All right, so you got a donkey with a heart on screwing coyotes. Why is that fascinating? Thanks, Rick. We crossbreed animals all the time. Because a donkey goes on a tear.
No, I don't believe that's probably what happened.
Where did big head come from on that coyote?
Just an odd head. Sometimes things get big heads. Don't say it.
The only other explanation, I only got one other explanation for this one.
What? Don't look at me. How dare you?
You out in West Texas?
I've never been to West Texas. No.
You getting you some coyote strange?
Not. Stop it, man. God.
Bet a coyote can have a scooter.
Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna tether off the mother sucker. Tether off the sucker. Tether off, we gonna.
We'll be back to the Russ Martin Show. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
CNN's continuing to go with that chick that's lip syncing from the Olympics. Why would you focus on the very beginning, the opening ceremony? They faked the fireworks.
Why is it that big of a deal? Faking fireworks. So we just dubbed some extras in.
All right. Why didn't you tell me that?
Because it's a show.
Before you did it. Why is it you had to get popped before the producers of the Olympics fessed up to it?
It's a show. We didn't think you needed to know. We don't tell you everything that happens here at the show.
Fireworks. To me, that damns the rest of the Olympics.
God. Fireworks going off. We dubbed some extras in to make it
They got
better.
caught already doing CGI at the Olympics. I still don't think any of them Chinese in the water.
They're there swimming. They're there running. They're doing all that stuff.
We don't know that.
I think, again, there'd be people there that would notice there were no Chinese.
Stick big monitors in front of the judges. Tell them to watch the TV. Everything you need to see is right here.
We'd never be suspicious while you want on the side of this room.
Why is that
smoggy out there? You don't need to go.
Why is lane number 6 completely green?
And treated water.
What is line 1, Alfie?
She works for a mental health and mental retardation facility.
Yes.
And she has the new...
Is it about the retard thing?
Exactly, yeah.
Is she mad?
No.
Is she retarded?
No.
I don't take it. Yes, Lynn.
Yeah, I work for an MHMR, and there's been this whole push to get away from the title of mental retardation or mentally retarded, and now they want to change the name to individuals with developmental disabilities.
IDS?
Which is abbreviated to IDS. Exactly. And I'm not sure that's any better, you know.
I'd rather have Asperger's.
Yeah, everybody gets on this bandwagon, and I think it's something just as bad.
Well, why is it they feel a need to label this? Can't you just mentally disabled?
The DSM-4 diagnosis is mental retardation, and why can't we just call it that if that's a diagnosis? Why is that so wrong?
Who is it really bothering? Obviously, I'm not going to say it doesn't bother the kids that are particularly.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Do retarded kids, do they understand the word retard?
Yeah, they understand it.
Well, I mean, if somebody threw that out as an insult, would they actually feel the insult?
It would depend on their level of. It would depend on what their parents had taught them, what they've been told growing up, and what's bad, what's not bad, how to respond to stuff like that.
Because most retarded kids, people, they all seem pretty happy with everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The retarded policeman guy, Josh, he's happy as a clam. He loves doing the series.
So that's why I don't get why they need to. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm getting in my car. I just got. I got to my office and now I'm getting in my own car.
Where are you going?
Home.
Oh. Where'd you put the retards?
Oh, I just did an enrollment. I didn't take them with me today. I left them at home.
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. And that's been my biggest thing about these protests is, first of all, retarded kids aren't going to go see this movie. Nobody's going to think less of mentally handicapped people. Nothing's going to change. They're not going to lose donations. There's not going to be as much research for mentally handicapped people just because of a Ben Stiller movie.
Nothing bad's going to happen. And the thing is, I'm proud of the movie company coming out and saying, we're not changing the movie. If you don't like it, protest all you want. Tell all your retards not to come. But we're not changing the movie. They could have easily cut that scene out. I mean, that's 60 seconds or whatever.
And what I don't get is these groups either they don't know or they don't care. Maybe they're retarded. Is you go out and you protest, you got free TV promoting the movie.
That's true. Yeah, nobody would have even known the premiere was yesterday. That's true. If they hadn't had the guys out there protesting.
Infinite Expedition. What was the movie in the 80s? The Last Temptation of
Christ.
Of Christ.
That's when
all the protests. That was before the movie came out. The religious groups hadn't even seen it, and they were already protesting it, and that's what made that a blockbuster.
That's probably one that would have come and gone, and very few people would have actually known. But as you said, church groups lined up, and people, either went.
And that's I never saw the movie, and that's the only reason I remember it is because of the protests.
Oh God, especially Baptist Church, they were all over that thing. I mean, you would have thought it was the Antichrist on film.
And what was the problem with the movie? You see it?
Oh God, I haven't seen it in years. It was something.
Don't ruin the ending.
You're just about to rent it on Blu-ray.
The portrayal of Christ is having doubts about what he was doing, and maybe.
Well, obviously he did. Isn't there? I don't know if it's from the movie or out of the Bible when he asked God why. What's the phrase?
Why have you forsaken me?
Yeah, obviously he's rethinking crap.
Well, that's when he's nailed to a cross.
Okay, well, that's where I would rethink things.
This is long before that.
To where he was just doubting his own existence?
Did he really want to fulfill his purpose?
Oh, hell no.
He was Jesus. He wasn't you. Obviously, he wants to fulfill his purpose. It's a little scary what's fixing to happen. And, Dad, keep the details to yourself.
Is that something you really want to go through? Just to be able to tell the planet you've given them salvation? Screw you, die.
I guess if you're Jesus,
you going to put me on the cross?
And you don't want to hear about the little thorns and the hat you got to wear.
Then they did the Groundhog Day thing to him.
Put him in a cave for 3 days?
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with his shadow.
I think it did.
It did not. The third day he rose again from the dead. The angels
moved the rock out. Yeah. He came out and saw a shadow, and then we had more winter.
No, I don't believe that's how it worked.
All right. Somebody just rap on his rock and run off?
No, the angel rolled the rock out from in front of the cave, and he got up and went, out of here.
Yeah, this place.
3 days is plenty.
Yeah, turn out the lights. That guy, Dan.
Well, we all know how there's been all the lovely coverage on how CBS Evening News has tanked with Katie Couric. Well, great news is we may have to go through it all again with Kathy Lee Gifford. The New York.
They gonna move? Is CBS going to hire her?
No, because that's the way I read it too. The New York Times is reporting that the Today Show's ratings have slipped since April when Kathy Lee began co-hosting the fourth hour. It averaged 1.9 million viewers in the 4 weeks before Kathy Lee, but it's been down to 1.7 million viewers in the past 4 months.
Well, they don't even have her on during the actual Today Show. The main segment, it's that last hour that they added, the 9 to 11, 10 to 11?
Yeah, 10 to 11.
I watch it. She comes off angry. Her and whoever the chick that sits in with her.
Well, you can also tell that she's vying for the next spot that's going to open up on the Today Show. And I mentioned that to Roker, and he didn't deny it.
No, of course she is. That's where she wants to be, back on daytime TV, back right up against, what's his name, Regis.
There's a reason why they wanted her off They wanted her off that show.
I think she wanted to leave.
I read
she had other things that she wanted to do.
I don't think they were really trying to hold her back.
Oh, all right.
No, don't go.
Yeah, maybe the ratings have dropped on the Today Show because really, you want to see it. You go online. Before I look at mine.
She does come off very, very angry and kind of hard to watch. I've flipped it on in middays or the last hour and just gone, no, it's not the comfy, warm feeling it is earlier in the day.
She's trying to be too cute.
Exactly.
And you can tell she's going to sit there and she's going to milk that last hour until something, Meredith Vera, until she's gone or Roker explodes, something happens. She's going to be there waiting on that spot.
It ever going to happen. I'm sorry, Katie Couric. Never mind. Anything can happen.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay. Well, despite any rumors that you may have heard or seen on the internet, Lil Wayne's 8-year-old daughter, Regina Carter, was not killed in a car accident on Sunday night. The rumors.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. The rumors became so widespread that fans began posting.
No, I'm done with the story.
Okay. A flight attendant suing the wife of megachurch evangelist Joel Osteen told the jury on Tuesday she was simply doing her job when she was attacked without provocation. Continental Airlines flight attendant Sharon Brown testified that Victoria Osteen approached her and was upset and angry before the start of a 2005 flight from Houston to Vail.
Now, this is a civil trial and not a criminal case, right?
Right. Correct.
Why wouldn't you just file criminal charges right after it happened?
The FAA did investigate, and they did fine the preacher's wife $3,000, which is the standard fine for interfering with a crew member.
But there still would be a criminal case to go along with that if, in fact, she was assaulted. Hold on a second. Yes, Emily?
Puxatawny Jesus? Seriously, I'm still laughing about that.
Okay. Well, I've used a line before, but go ahead. I always thought that was where they came from.
Of course not.
And because they couldn't get Jesus to come back for it, they got the groundhog.
The groundhog is no, not a representation of Jesus. Just a freaking rodent.
He's wearing a hat.
It's wearing a hat, yeah. It's a big ceremony they have up there. They don't have a lot going on in the winter in Pennsylvania.
Jesus had a hat.
Jesus didn't wear a top hat with tails.
Oh.
Yeah.
They weren't invented yet, stupid.
My bad.
Did you have any other questions about the Osteen thing?
Unless you got any more information, because really, if this is a civil case, it's a she said, and you're done.
Seems to me to get somebody, not that you care about any of this, but they pull somebody from the area in the airplane and go, did this happen or did it not? Let's take the preacher and his wife out of it and the flight attendant who wants 10% of the wife's, future earnings?
Net worth is part of her lawsuit, yeah.
10%.
Over an argument.
Yes. Or she shoved me and now I've lost, she's lost her faith. She has hemorrhoids. She has all kinds of problems now with her life because this
Well, that's because you're suing the Osteens.
God's getting them.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, hang on. How did she lose her faith over this?
She never.
I get God pushing her bowels out.
She hasn't explained that. She lost her faith in God.
What does it say, Dan?
I don't have that in here. I don't see that part.
I heard that the other day on the news. That was one of her statements.
So she wants 10% of the earnings of this chick, which actually is going to be, is it Joel?
Yes.
His earnings over the next 10 years?
It doesn't say. It just says 10% of her worth.
over something that nobody can actually come back and prove.
Apparently not. You can't pull anybody that saw it or anybody to say, yes, they definitely fought. No, they didn't.
I thought there was another flight attendant that was actually testifying for the other flight attendant.
Yeah, there was, yes. But it's still the she said.
Yeah, we're going to split the cash. You say you saw it happen?
We need a break for Lycus? Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
A freight train struck and killed 2 teenagers, and a passenger train hit and killed a man on the same day in western New Mexico.
I knew we could end on a good story.
I had faith. A teenage boy and girl were walking on tracks when they were hit Saturday by a BNSF railway train near
How'd they miss the train coming?
Well, their identity's not immediately released. They said they don't really say. But another one, Lieutenant Rick White from Gallup Police said 18-year-old Yvonne Begay.
What do they think those tracks are? You know something's going to be on it.
Again, they think these kids may have had headphones on and had the iPods going up too loud and just didn't hear the train coming.
You could feel a train coming. I don't care how loud the iPod is.
I'm into my iPod. I don't feel anything.
Well, Vaughn was sitting on the tracks when he was killed Saturday morning by an eastbound Amtrak train.
Well, for Amtrak, he didn't have to even be on the tracks.
Right?
Yeah, we'll be back.
I'm in my living room.
That mother is shaking, man.
This soap opera gets better and better. The Russ Martin Show on Live 105.3.
Sometimes things happen that can send your financial life into a complete turmoil, and there's nothing you could have done to prevent it. Hey, it's Jagger. You know, we've all been hearing about the foreclosure crisis that's sweeping Texas and the country. If your family's facing foreclosure, call 1-800-THE-DOGS. Attorney Mark Rubin has helped thousands of families stop foreclosures or eliminate credit card debt, auto accidents, divorce, or bankruptcy. When you need a lawyer, call 1-800-THE-DOGS.
Get legal representation with Byte. Car wrecks, bankruptcies, criminal, divorce, and workers' comp.
That's 1-800-THEDOGS.
Price assumes 5% down payment at 7.5% APR over 30 years. Example chosen at random from national inventory list. Terms vary by area.
Here it is, my first home. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
This house is yours. It's huge. How did you do it?
Don't tell anyone, but the mortgage payment is less than $350 a month.
What? That's less than my rent. How did you?
I called the foreclosure agency to get the list free.
Imagine finding a home like this one. A 3-bedroom, 2-bath listed for under $21,000. That means someone will own their own home for less than $200 a month. But listings go fast, so call the foreclosure agency in the next 30 minutes to get the list free now. Please dial carefully 1-800-900-9507.
I can do it. I can own a home.
Yeah, but first you have to get the list.
See foreclosure homes available in your area. To get the list free now, call 1-800-900-9507. That's 1-800-900-9507. 1-800-900-9507.
Birthdays? Who needs them? Anniversaries? Forget them. National holidays? Too few and far between. Wouldn't it be great if every day was something special? A reason to celebrate? Well, now it is. Because now, with $5 footlongs at Subway, you can choose between 8 regular mouth-watering delicious footlong subs for only $5 each. Just $5. All made the way you want and all with the freshest ingredients. Choose between favorites like the beyond amazing meatball marinara, tender black forest ham toasted with cheese, or the ever-popular Subway tuna. It's true. No more checking the calendar. No more counting down the days. Hey, the post office might still be open, and you might not get school or work off. But every day is now a special day at Subway. Because now, with the new Everyday Value menu at Subway, you can choose between 8 tasty footlongs piled high with deliciousness on your choice of freshly baked bread for only $5 each. $5 footlongs. Come in again and again. Because no matter what day it is, it'll be special. Subway. Eat fresh every day.
Offer excludes double-stacked and premium sandwiches. Prices and participation may vary.
KLLI, Dallas Fort Worth, Live 105.3. We're back to the Russ Martin Show.
Take your scooter back tonight. I'm going to let you have it for another day.
I'm taking it back tonight since I'm done here. I looked up online. They do have the 150, but it's currently not in stock in the Bedford store.
They can get it over there.
I'll wait wait till they get it. When they get one, they'll have it soon. It's not on sale. It was the 50 that was on sale.
Irving's on the way.
Yeah, Irving's on your way home.
I bought taking it back to the store. I bought it.
I bet you they'll take it back.
No, I'm taking it back because I know the manager at the Bedford store.
Does he know you don't have any balls?
He doesn't. You shut your ass.
Yeah, you should have let him buy it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'll let you buy it if I talk to Joey first. Because I don't want to have to do the paperwork of you having to bring it back. You talk to Mama, and then you can buy it.
Got no mama. I buy what I want to buy, and I keep what I want to keep, and I'm taking this back. Because I want to take it back. Buying a bigger one. Well, I won't have it for a couple of weeks. But then you guys will forget.
No. What is it, Dan?
Got an IM from Alfie. Look at his console in the other room.
Alfie's?
Yeah.
Alfie hung a picture on the window. It's just a human foot, with an arrow pointing down. Now, John, if you want to take that.
No, I don't need to take it.
So you know what it looks like when it happens.
You hang it on your fridge.
Exactly what it looks like.
Put it in your wallet.
Whip it out when I need.
Keep it in the trunk just in case something happens.
Shut up, all you people. I hate you.
Tattoo it to your hand.
Maybe we can record the noise for you and put it in your stereo.
I don't need anybody's help. I got it.
I think the noise would actually scare him.
She's behind me, isn't she?
Ready to go, Chuck? All right, let's go.
That's good artwork, too. Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Dan.
For more information on The Russ Martin Show, including pictures, videos, feet, and more, go to russmartin.com. To answer any question you may have on the show
for you.
Go to russmartin.info. To email the show and during the show only, send that to studio@russmartin.com. Other show websites, johndavidryan.com, danO'Malley.com, djclo.net, TreyTrinholm.com, and for Chuck the Band Manager, chuckwheat.com. The official caterer of the show is Sugar Babies Barbecue. Their website, sugarbabiesbbq.com.
All right, I hate to go off on a tangent like Dennis Miller, but how they decide on a gopher, or whether or not spring was going to come or not?
Who knows? I'm sure it was way back in history when somebody pulled one up and maybe it was the only thing available at the moment.
Why you got to, is it a gopher? Groundhog? Why you got to pull a groundhog out of this thing just to see if it sees its shadow?
It's just a big shadow.
Why don't you just pop your out? You see the shadow, then you know that that's going to be another 6 weeks of winter.
A little less ceremonious to pull your wiener out.
Put a hat on it.
Top hat and tails.
What's it? Honey dick. Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Put a beard on it. Make it look Amish. Shove a cigarette in his mouth.
No. Doesn't make it any more festive.
That's to me. Somebody's celebrating.
Nothing else makes it look cool.
More manly.
All right.
Somebody be able to have a moped.
Oh, shut up.
My weenie's going to flavor country. The official liquor store of the show is Majestic Fine Wine and Spirits. Their website, majesticliquors.com, and the official site for Live 105.3 is live1053.com.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
You can now listen to The Russ Martin Show anytime you want on the web at russmartin.info.